What is death? Someone said that death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. I suppose that's true, especially when concerning this story. And there are lots of stories from lots of places, many worlds with many stories. And in all of those stories is death. And in some of those stories, there is an afterlife. Someone else said, when a person dies, they only appear to die. They are still with us in more ways than we realize. And that one's not true. Sorry about that. No, because when someone dies, no matter where they die, no matter what they did, no matter who they were, they end up here, in the library, with me, or with him. Either way, they're dead. So let's see who died today and what stories they'd like to still tell. The two of you appear in the dark library. Once again, you are surrounded by dark books and a large Gothic-looking window that looks out on a perpetual sunset. You see a very tall, composed figure, impeccably dressed, turtleneck, cold, dead-looking eyes stare out at you from above a very large desk. And he says nothing, simply stares at you.
I can still taste the licorice. Ugh.
Yeah. Think it best we pick a book. And quick.
Why? It's rare that we actually get an opportunity to breathe.
Nyvara, make me an insight check.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy. I guess I should have this open. Hold on. I don't have the game up. Hold on.
If it helps, neither do I. Well, I have it open in one of the three things it needs to be open in.
Yep. Insight in here. That's the third time I've rolled insight in this library in particular, and it freaks me the fuck out, by the way. I don't know if you're just having me do it for, library... Lionel. We're just going to say Lionel. I don't know if you're having me do it for Lionel or something else, but it scares the shit out of me. Okay. Please download the data. World data. Please. Please, dear God. You're just prolonging my pain at this point. Okay, yeah, but that Lionel character art, though. Woo. Okay, insight coming in. 23.
A 23. As you appear, immediately suggest that you grab a book. There is the most imperceptible twitch and curl at the very edge of Lionel's lips.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Continues to stare at the two of you.
I will immediately go for a book. Oh God. You're welcome, chat. I'll pick a book out.
Just grabbing a book?
Yep. Literally any book at this point. So you can just roll randomly if you'd like.
You
your favorite.
Reach out, grab a book, and you pick up a book. A glance at the cover, you see this is it's a pretty thick book. It's pretty heavy, pretty hefty. It seems old, but there's an element of quality to it. As you grab this thing, the cover on this is sort of spongy leather, and you see that it's gilded with a sort of deep brass-looking color. The cover itself has a decahedron. I've been told that is the correct shape.
The D20, yes.
Damn it! What's a
Sorry.
D10?
A
I don't know.
decahedron.
Oh.
A
I thought-
icosahedron is a 20.
Okay.
Insane.
bad.
Insane that you know that.
Yep.
Also, you see a set of clouds in multiple different shades, pinks, purples, blues. And as you open this book, there is a wash of memories
That's what I thought. Okay.
that rushes over you. The two characters, Nyvara and Candle, vanish from the room, and Lionel says, "Good, they're learning. Nyvara, we are owed a good
Mhm.
memory."
Yes. Is this happening before we arrive at Newstead Place?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in transit. All right. The sun filters through the canopy, painting patches of golden light across my village, dappling the wooden platform with warmth and light. The air smells of ripe fruit and damp leaves. I remember laughing, my lungs full of that sweet, humid air, as I raced along the bridges strung between the trees, the planks swaying underfoot. Every step felt like flight, the world beneath us disappearing, leaving only the thrill of the chase. Too slow, I call out, glancing back over my shoulder. My friend's face were alight with determination, feet pounding across the wood, and I can hear the rustle of leaves as they push forward. Just ahead, the tree with the sprawling branches loomed. That tree that in this moment I know means more than I can remember. Its limbs wide and welcoming, and I leap, arms outstretched, heart soaring, and I grab hold of the thick vines dangling from its trunk. That's it. One moment.
At the same time, Candle, you experience a memory.
And this is a happy memory?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I remember stealing someone's coin purse once. I didn't see their face. Just did a bump and lift to get some quick cash. Thing is, someone saw me and chased me into a neighborhood of some local toughs. I've been in worse scrapes, but it wasn't exactly the best place to be if you can avoid it. Anyway, they were chasing me and I hid in this rain barrel. I lost the tail, but now I'm drenched and freezing, where anybody that can smell a fat coin purse will beat up their own mother for it. I look for something to use to dry off, find somebody's clothesline. I don't see the thug nearby who spots me and immediately grabs me, trying to rob me. That's when a rock comes sailing through the air and hits him in the side of the head and knocks him silly for a minute. I hear a female voice yell, "Quick, over here!" I'm just running as fast as I can. She grabs my hand and pulls me through some alleys as the thug is yelling after us. I shake my head. When did this happen? I'm on the bench with her. We're near the river. We're at the shack. But it's a laundress. Been here. I'm clean. I've been clean in so long. I actually don't stink. My scars don't hurt. I use the towel and start drying off. I look at her. I know that gray scarf. She just started working here a few weeks ago. She was supposed to make the drop-off at the bank. What's happening? I don't... The coin purse is back at her feet. It's not how it happened. Where are we? What's going on? Did you pick a book?
A good question.
Yeah, I did.
You arrive at your destination, but first, a story. As you open the book, the story reads as follows. The Adventures of Haerth, the Orphic Cradle. Haerth lay sprawled under a troubled sky, the clouds swollen, bruised with streaks of violet that twist and shift. The air itself seemed charged, simmering with barely restrained energy, wild and electric. Only those who could attune to its chaotic magic felt it, a pulsing presence beyond thought, whispering through the quiet. The Spellwind. Far beneath that stormy sky, Lorcan wrapped his cloak around himself, his gaze tracing the jagged skyline of Evervale in the distance. The city loomed, dark and silent, its needle-like spires defying the restless sky. Ahead of him, the Evervalian Reactor number 8 sat on the coastal cliffs, churning its mechanical hunger deep within. The ground underfoot seemed dull, leaves lifeless, as if some vital spark had been stolen, devoured by Evervale's relentless arcane engines. In the failing light, Claret was barely more than a silhouette, but his presence was unmistakable, solid and commanding, a grim figure honed by years of resistance, a force of nature himself. He moved with purpose and certainty, his every step an affirmation of his mission. The young Lorcan had seen devastation left in the reactor's wake. The silent fields, the hollowed-out villages. This was his first mission, and the weight of it pressed on him like a chill in the air. He carried the bomb under his cloak.
No, man!
Its casing cold in his hands. Its presence alien, yet electric. This small device with its inscribed runes and deadly mechanisms held the power to bring the reactor to ruin. Destroying the reactor was more than just an act of defiance. It was a strike against the God King's dominion, an attempt to loosen the grip he held over Haerth's magic. The route to the reactor wound through the last stretch of the abandoned town and then out into the barren, torchlit expanse surrounding Evervale. From here, Lorcan could just about make out the outlines of guards stationed at regular intervals, their armour bearing the familiar emblem of Evervale, symbols of the God King's unyielding authority. The sworn were resolute, their postures rigid as they patrolled, loyal to a ruler who had twisted Haerth's magic into something to be harnessed and controlled. As the shadows grew longer, and the first stars pricked the sky, Lorcan steadied his breathing, his pulse a steady thrum, syncing with the hum of the reactor in the distance. In the solitude of this moment, he felt the spellwind wrap around him, as if bracing him for what lay ahead. This mission was not just another skirmish, it was the first flame, the beginning of a fire that could spread, that could ignite something far greater, a spark of rebellion, a reminder that the magic of Haerth still held to those who would defend it. Welcome to Spellwind. And welcome to Non-Canon, the show here we do on Fridays, which has replaced our Shield show. This is our good guest, Myre, and our bad guest, Myth. Because Lorcan was kind of a bad guy.
Yeah.
And who was more pure than Jet? Not that you're Jet, but still. You represent Jet, I feel like, on some level. Here on Non-Canon, we you'll see lots of things on the screen. The only thing that matters is on the left of your screen. There are 2 bars there. Every time you guys donate using the tip bar, every time you tip using the tip buttons and the tip links, only
Anytime
tip
you tip.
links, tips.
There you go.
If you tip when you tip, then you should tip.
I get in trouble every time I say donate. Tip. Every time you tip, the money that you donate to the tip will go to one of the random bars, either the dark bar or the light bar, and it will affect the varying things. Now, there have been some changes this week. You'll notice that on both bars it says Spellwind, and it also says materia, and it also says puzzle instead of encounter. Of course, the first one on each of those things is a loot box. All 4 of them will get loot from the loot box if they, if you guys tip any amount here. Again, the tips will randomly go to the dark bar or the light bar. It's not really dark and light bars this week. I guess it is. There's cursed and exalted, but you know, generally this week, most of it's pretty generic and is going to go into their pockets either way, unless you fill both of them up or you fill up into the you lose thing. Still don't know what that does. But here we are. It is a reunion of the Spellwind cast.
So happy!
We played in a campaign called Spellwind, which was GM'd by Mythematic here with us in the bottom right of your screens. If you've never seen Spellwind, this was the cast, except it was all mixed around, and obviously we aren't playing those characters. I sort of thought about a way to do that and just figured can't do it. Now, one of the funniest things about Spellwind is that Cord absolutely, fully, truly believed that he cooked with that story. He honestly thought it was the most original story of all time, and it was, in fact, Final Fantasy VII. The 2 of you... the 2 of you...
Oh, Chad, you don't understand what Brad has done. I got it right away. Oh,
the 2 of you...
hell. Okay.
Vanish from the Dark Library in front of Lionel and appear just outside of Evervale number 8, standing on the cliff side here. You take in the grim silhouette of the reactor. There's a sort of enormous reactor looming against the night sky here, stained with these deep purple hues and these set of clouds that kind of drift slowly and lazily beneath a blood
Take you until right now.
tinged moon.
I'm saying this
The
in
slowest Wack has
pre-call.
been on the uptake. He's guessed everything every week until this one. I got something really amazing to show you two in a minute. You're going to absolutely love it.
Okay.
Harsh metallic spires pierce upwards from the building, venting thin... Oh, no. Oh.
Sorry, my bad.
Are you okay?
Yep, I just punched everyone in the ear. My bad.
Okay, all right. Can you hear the music?
Fine, sorry. Yes,
Good.
yes, I'm dancing to it. Let's go.
Venting thin streams of dark smoke that coil and blend with the clouds. Faint greenish lights blink rhythmically from the high windows, casting a sickly glow that dances across the jagged rock face below. Ahead of you, this structure is a mixture of iron and stone, weathered and streaked with these thick pipes that snare down its sides and plunge into the cliff itself. Machinery humming faintly, carrying with it an eerie pulse that vibrates the very ground, a reminder of the power trapped within its walls, fueling the distant city. The whole place feels alive, like a monstrous heart beating in the darkness, isolated but watching, its cold presence filling the air with an unnatural chill. The main entrance to Evervale number 8 is a mix of mechanical locks, arcane protections, and an enormous iron door. Two figures run out of a nearby sewer system and up towards the doorway. One of them we might recognize. He looks like a very young Charles Dance, a young Lorcan, and next to him, someone else. What does Claret look like?
You see before you, Claret. I'm big, about 7-8 foot tall. I don't count. I've got myself a black vest on. Chains around my neck. My left hand. Well, I don't have a left hand no more. Instead, I got a gun blade, with which I deal justice. In my right hand, well, I don't have a right hand no more neither. I got a gun blade, which I do justice. Crawling up my back to the front, you see a small monkey. I call him Manners. He helps me reload.
Running beside him, we do see a young Lorcan. What are we looking at when we see Lorcan?
When you see Lorcan, he's got a quilted purple robe on. His hair is cropped. He's got a look of focus and determination, but I think behind that filter you see there is a softness of his brow, probably about either excitement or anxiety, nerves for this being his first job. Just by looking at him, you can tell that he is here with purpose.
The two of you, Nyvara and Candle, sort of teleport in the air, turning over in the air. You need to land. You need to land on it. You need to land a flip here. Both roll me dexterity saving throws. You got to beat a 10.
Thank you for making it easy.
That's a 10.
Candle with a superhero landing. The new gummy short bow pulled taut across his shoulders as he does a full superhero landing right down behind Lorcan. Nyvara landing flat on her face, just rolling over a couple of times.
I'm a cat too. That's so bad.
You are a cat, yeah. Normally I'd give you advantage, but it's too late. You've already...
No.
What's done is done. You land, and in front of you is behind you, Claret, are your two new recruits.
Where the hell are
Quiet
we?
now. Not now, recruit. You took a damn time.
Not a recruit. What are you talking about?
Okay, this ain't our first rodeo, right? Clearly, this is our
Don't
mission.
be foolish, you two.
Now ain't the time for japes.
Right. We
You
are
two
the
know
new
exact-
recruits, yes. Yes, we know exactly what we're doing, which is following your orders.
Correct.
Following anybody's orders? What are you talking about?
Shut up.
If you want to live there, rookie, you
Yeah.
best do as you're told.
Okay. What happened to your hands?
My hands.
Huh?
What happened to my hands is none of your concern. What's before you here? This is justice.
Okay. Which one's
All right.
justice? Is it both of them? Is one just and the other
I think
cis?
both together are just.
Why are you so
Just
slow on
the
the
other was
uptake?
ice.
This is thank you, Lorcan. This is ice together with justice.
Of course.
Okay.
Just us.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so what are we
I'm
doing here?
not sure this is
What,
anything
what
to
do
do
you,
with
what do
our
you need
mission.
us to do?
Lorcan, fill these recruits in.
Very well. We are to find the briefing.
We're
we
here to
are-
blow up this here reactor. We're outside the Orphic Cradle. I don't know how or where you guys came in. You must be better than you let off because I was looking around the place. I thought it was just me and Lorcan, but here you two are.
Yeah.
Always
In a
keep
few
us on our
moments'
toes,
time.
Claret.
We
Right.
totally snuck in without you noticing at all.
Very good. Very
He's good at
good.
that.
Right. Well, in a few moments' time, we're going to go inside here. There's a device known as the Orphic Cradle. We're going to go blow this thing up. For the resistance. For the Entente.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Sorry.
Any questions?
I'm so sorry. No.
Yeah. Yeah. No?
No.
I mean, this is our mission. What else more do we need to know? Surely it's just, they point, we attack, we do whatever. It's not like there are going to be puzzles or anything.
Yeah, puzzles would be stupid.
That would be awful. We'd be terrible at that. We'd be stuck in the room the whole time. Probably.
Ahead of you is a puzzle. The door. The door. You approach the doorway. There doesn't appear to be any guards moving around. It is a Friday night. The main entrance here is very large-looking arcane dial, like a mechanical lock. These sort of arcane protections, both requiring synchronized manipulation. The door has a mechanical lock and a set of floating runes on its surface. Both need to be engaged simultaneously. One party member or group of party members on the mechanical lock, and the other solving the runic puzzle.
Just to chime in here,
Yeah.
we do have several. hits
That's
that
right,
have
you do.
occurred.
Yeah, I've seen that puzzle is unlocked, and it
So we're
is.
doing it
as
right
well?
now. I
No,
think.
this
Yeah.
is just the door, and then there will be immediately
Oh.
another puzzle.
This
Oh,
here is a wooden
fantastic.
door, rookie.
Fantastic. Right. Okay. A wooden door. Right.
This
Longer than it is wide.
a giant,
got a handle.
massive iron door.
Looks to be iron
But you
cut.
do all get a
Oh, it
loot
was about this
box.
long.
So
Right.
let's do that real quick because you get something. So let me see if I updated this table correctly. I have no idea. Let's roll. There are 4 items that have seemed to have been left in a
For
box
less.
just
was
outside
testing you.
of this doorway. The first item in this box is Boomslang's light hard suit from Zero Blue Orion.
What?
There is a light hard suit from the Lancer system sitting inside this box. There is also a poisoner's kit that you might recognize if you've ever poisoned anyone. Otherwise,
I think we
there's
have
a set
one
of
those on.
fine-looking
Oh, of course.
clothes
Now.
with an
2 episodes in a
Evervalian
row.
emblem
No.
on there.
Now that
These
I
are
have
fine
clothes on.
clothes. These actually don't smell like
Yeah,
ass.
they're very nice-looking clothes.
Okay.
If we, and I don't think we ever did during Spellwind, but if we had seen any of the fine noblemen and women of Evervale, they might have been wearing something similar to this. I have no idea what the fashion is like in Evervale, but we do have
Yeah, what
the
does this look
creator and
like?
writer, so we can just ask
Yeah.
Cord every time we need to know.
That's right. Well, it's non-canon, so he can make it up.
No, this is canon.
Oh, look at him pass that right back to you,
It's,
bitch.
it's if you say it,
You're
it's
the
canon.
GM today.
I mean the nobleware in Evervale is usually high buttons all the way up to the top of their neck, short turtlenecks usually, or a flared collar that usually goes out and over adornments like scarves and things. It is not also uncommon for armor and and sheets of like chainmail to be adorned into like jewelry. But
I will take these clothes.
Okay.
They are mine now.
All right. And the last item is a horn. I'm assuming
Like a animal's
That feels
horn or an
magical.
instrument horn.
I don't know.
Both.
It's
The horn of
Yes.
Gondor.
I don't know. You tell me.
It's a musical instrument.
It is a musical horn. It just took a moment for it to load for me. A musical horn, like a little French horn.
I take it and give it to Manners.
Every
Yeah.
time we do something.
Every time you win combat.
Every time we win combat.
Here's what you see in front of you.
Tell me when a D&D.
Well, I grab the poisoner's kit for sure.
It's the second one we have, just so you know.
No, I don't have one.
Yeah. I have one. That's the second one we have.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know what that is. It looks like light. Well, how am I supposed to use that?
I don't think I can use it either. I think it'll get in the way of.
Just to be clear, I know what the light hard suit is. Like, I actually do know what it is, and they call it a hard suit. It's meant to be like a space suit, like the thing you put on before you put on like a.
Mm-hmm.
Is it light or is it hard?
Both.
I mean, it's not very heavy.
It's made of denim.
Is it as hard as it is light?
Yes.
Probably. Yeah, I look at that and I assume it's got like the bulbous helmet. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. So I just take the poisoner's kit.
Yeah, it also says boom slang on the little call sign patch.
Somebody went boom slang in it.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know if
Little
that's like a
recruit, you
power
might
word
want
or
that
what.
suit as well. Looks like we might have a sewer or something in here. You never know.
All right, I'll take it. I'll pick it up and I'll put it in the bag.
All right.
Where is this? Just in a foot locker right by the door.
Yeah, just in a
yep,
little
like a
locker.
little loot box that
So
appeared for us.
Must be
they
a supply
on the face.
depot.
every now and then,
Supplies.
essentially the Spellwind provides random things.
Sorry, that was good.
Spells from the sky, influence of the swell, warmth sustains us and see us eternal. What the heck does that mean?
Seems like we have here a puzzle. Recruits,
Yeah,
it's
looks
on
like
you.
it.
Who would put a puzzle on a
Oh my
door?
God, it's
I
so
look onwards,
perfect.
all stoic-like.
I'm going
Flex
to
a bit.
ignore the puzzle and see if there is a way to pick the lock.
Yeah, okay. Give me
Ooh, fire
just give me an
and
investigation
sun.
check.
Fire and moon, rather.
Investigation, you said, yes?
Yeah.
A 19.
A 19. Do you have experience with arcane locks, not just mechanical locks?
Maybe a little bit. I don't imagine a lot.
Yeah, this is a bit like a safe lock with an additional element that has arcane parts to it. In fact, taking a kind of look at this building from the outside, it seems like whatever this place is, wherever you've ended up, it's borderline masterful in the way that they've kind of combined mechanical, it's almost steampunk elements in with arcane elements. Masters of both crafts came together here to create this lock on this doorway. It is possible
original.
if you're a safe cracker that you might be able to get into this, but the arcane element is a little chaotic.
I walk up towards the wall, the door, and I scrape at it with my gun arm and lick it. Go, Arcanum.
Okay.
Lorcan,
Yes.
this is yours. Any idea what to do?
Well, that is what I'm trying to deduce here. Give me a moment. Let's see.
This
The spells from the sky influence.
these markings
Swell.
here look like they might be something,
Right.
right?
Something like
Dot. I don't know, 2 dots, dash, dot. I don't know what that means.
Nyvara,
Yes.
you're the only person here who can read Morse code, and I'm giving that to you because you can't do it in real life. I've given you 2 weeks to try and guess what it says on my arm, and you haven't figured it out.
I'm sorry, I can't tell. It's an old tattoo.
Yeah, except
No one has any idea
you don't
what we're
know
talking about, and that's excellent.
Yeah, you don't know it as Morse code. You know it as the Code of Alexander.
Okay.
But it's the same rules as our Morse code.
So, F and D.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was trying, but it's hard to read your arm.
I know.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny and then included it in this.
Yeah.
Can you tell when I wrote this puzzle?
I actually was just thinking, did he do it the other way around? Like, did you know you were going to do this puzzle and then you did the thing about the arm so that I would have it fresh in my brain for the puzzle?
No
Nope,
one knows
the
what
other
we're
way around.
talking
All
about.
right.
I have
Yep,
Morse
nobody has
code
any
on
idea.
my arm here, and I was seeing if PB could guess what it said.
Yeah, I was trying.
It says Morse
hard.
code.
Could you imagine? Okay. Yeah, so this one here
Oh yes,
on the
you
left.
also have an elixir. Another
Oh.
elixir.
And another loot box, eh?
Oh my god, y'all are the best.
And as you
They're awesome.
you only looked at
Also,
the
wait.
right hand side of the door here, but on the left hand side there's another loot box.
Here's another loot box.
You said wait.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to the chat for bringing these two here. Thank you, Fates, because I said it in the actual Twitch chat, but I realized people might be watching this on YouTube or listening to it, and I just want to say thank you, because
Yep.
I'm very happy right now.
You
Me too.
acquired last week and brought to us from the past. Let's see. There are 4 more items. A calligrapher's supplies sits in the
Oh,
second
par.
box, as well as a HP up materia. A little pink purple
I
looking
snatched that.
piece of materia.
Hey,
A
what's that
book.
shiny thing?
I don't know, but it looks great.
Did we have any books in
I put it in
Spellwind
my
of
fucking
note?
gunblade.
Claret has no use for books.
Apart from Spellwind.
Not that
We
I.
did, absolutely.
I remember
Yeah,
there
we
being
did.
a
Oh my
book
gosh,
that
we had cell rays.
Yeah, there was like
Yeah,
there was the whole
Smith's
book
girlfriend.
That,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's here. That's
We
that
had cell
book.
rays. We had cell rays designs.
Yeah, it has all these weird designs of like windmills
Yeah.
and strange ways to utilize something known as the Spellwind. Some of the words don't make any sense to you
On my
guys.
face, it looks like I just received a sweater for Christmas as a child.
I like sweaters.
Oh, thanks.
And the last
As a
item.
child, I saw a sweater in a box. I said, "Oh, where's the Legos?"
I don't
Gotta
even
be
wanna know.
behind them.
I don't even want to know what this is. The robe of useful items is in there.
Now that one I'm gonna take.
Yeah.
That one might.
Oh, that's so good.
This robe
Wow,
has
that's
cloth
amazing.
patches of various shapes and colors
Yeah.
covering it.
You cut the patch off, right?
While wearing the
Right.
robe, you can use an action to detach one of the patches, causing it to become the object or creature it represents. Once the last patch is removed, the robe becomes an ordinary garment. This is in like the color of Varsha's cloak that she wore. You remember it was like a
Yeah.
bluey kind of color, bluey gray, slate,
Indigo.
indigo.
Yeah, it was like a blue purple, I think, right?
Everything was purple in Spellwind.
Yep.
You'll notice the colors shift throughout this from
Everything has
Final
a
Fantasy VII green to
yeah to the
Spellwind
purple. of
by the
Spellwind,
way.
yeah.
Just keep an eye on that because I have. I just put a bit of
Dude,
effort into
Cord,
that,
you did
so
that, and I was
did.
like, I don't want to say, is it Cord, just in case it wasn't. But I'm so happy that it was.
So you can grab these varying items, whomever. That includes our guests as well. You can take these items.
Right. I will take the. Never mind. Didn't you already take the cloak of useful things?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm completely disregarding the
He's
both of you.
drowning in it, in fact, because he's so short.
Wow. Okay. You know,
Hey.
unnecessary.
That's a good point, actually. By
where's
the way,
that?
in front of you, Cord and Myre is a gnome and a sort of cat woman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You know
I've
I
got
don't
a-
look like that right now.
So I have a mantle that's kind of like, made of leaves and stuff that I have on. I'm going to say, I can't wear both of these. Here, take this. And I throw the Nature's Mantle to Nyvara.
All right. What is this? Oh, that'll be very helpful. Okay. Thank you. And I will put that on with my fine clothes that I now have on. I look, I'm quite tall, actually. Probably similarly to a tabaxi that you might both be familiar with. And I have honey-colored, very wide eyes and curly hair. It's a bit of a mess. And I smell a little bit like the sea. And I have fangs. And it's awesome.
Are these automatically identified?
Yes, you understand what they are. Because they're gifts from the Fates.
Thank you, Fates.
That's what the robe of useful items is, by the way.
Holy shit. 2 mastiffs? What? We get dogs? Can I pet that dog? Oh, I can just say it because I have the accent.
Well, I already reached into it. That was the roll that I did a second ago. And when I pulled it out, it was a bag of 100 gold pieces.
Oh, shit. Of course it was.
And I immediately, when I understand what it is, I immediately hide it. Like, don't tell them at all that I just did that.
Even though we all just watched you do it. That's fine. Okay, let's see.
Too enthralled with this, trying to decipher this lock.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
That's F and that's D right there.
Right.
The alphabet of Alexander. I have no idea how I know that, but I do.
So it ain't north, south, east, and west. Unless that's
No, but it might be
fast and
WKS.
that's east. What?
Nothing.
I think we have to do this puzzle. I don't think we can. The mechanism looks a little arcane. Yeah, I don't know if
What's
I can pick
this
it.
up here? Right, you got flame and a moon and stars.
I see that.
That's the case.
And for those listening, we have like a big vault door with 4 steel plates on it. The top and the bottom one are blank, and the left one has F, the letter F in Morse code, and the right one has D in Morse code. I think. I could be wrong. I should probably double check that.
I believe you're right.
And up top right are 2 symbols here: a flame and a crescent moon and stars. And Cord is fully activated right now. If you could see his face, he's fully focused on this puzzle. It's excellent.
I am. Spells from the sky, so,
Are these levers here?
No, it's kind of like a big dial. And the...
almost looks like a clock.
Yeah, there are these kind of floating runes on parts of it that you'd have to, it looks as if you'd have to hit all of the elements at the same time, but there are more than enough hands here to do that. But first you've got to figure out what it all means.
I see the icon on the top right looks like fire. Can it move? Is it stuck on the wall? Is it graffiti? What is that?
Yeah, these are the sort of floating runes that you can sort of see. They just look like they were placed there, almost like arcane graffiti. Yeah.
Oh,
all right. So it can't be moved.
Okay.
Graffiti?
Yeah, but why?
Why?
I reach in for my painting supplies.
Okay.
And you said it was just like like...
It's just, it's like
essentially spray paint
90s
cans?
spray paint. Yeah.
Krylon.
Yeah, Krylon, yeah.
Okay.
and these plates that have the Morse code on them, are they... How are those dials? Are those... How is that... How would we interact with this?
So
spin the dial?
Yeah, the plates look like they once each held one of the symbols on, one of the letters on, but two of them appear to have worn off with time. You are right on the coast, so this door is all worn and ancient looking. You can only vaguely make out the two symbols. What you're looking at is pretty much next to these plates. You can spin like a safe the dial around and lock it on to one of the plates, lock it to the next plate, lock it to the next plate, that kind of thing. It's kind of like a big safe door, so like a big safe lock. It's just weird.
So we just need to find out the order.
Pretty much.
Seems like that, yeah. But F and fire, sure. Unless it's fire and dark. Might be darkness. Right?
What do you
Moon
think,
and
Manos?
stars.
What do you think, Manos? I pick up my monkey with my two gunblade arms. What do you think this is about? You think it's this?
He just blows on the trumpet.
Yeah.
Shh, oh, not now, monkey. Not
Not yet.
now.
It's very
We have
loud.
to
Look at
wait.
that.
It echoes around.
Well, this
Oh,
obviously isn't a sneaking mission.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Keep your mouth down.
Uh,
I mean, keep your voice down. Your mouth's
mouth
already
down.
down.
Red Claret.
I, don't-
Um,
I mean, maybe a date first? Wow. Okay.
HR.
Just out of curiosity, is it merely the image that sort of makes it look a little bit like a clock, or are there hands on it?
Yeah, no, it's merely the image.
Okay.
I walk
Okay.
up to the plate and I try and rub the north one, the top one.
Mm-hmm.
Is it dirty? Like, are there runes underneath it? Any Morse code or nothing?
Give me a perception check.
Perception check.
I was
One.
about to try to move the handle. as
There's
well.
absolutely nothing there whatsoever.
I don't see
Oh.
shit.
I
Don't
would
got time
like
for this,
to try to
recruits.
move the handle and see just kind of like what happens as I do that.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to move.
Yep,
You feel it
okay.
lock into place next to each of the plates, but very
Okay.
easy to move on again, but it stops
Alright.
naturally at each thing.
Okay, but nothing's locked in here. Okay.
we have F and what? What's the other one? N?
D,
D.
I think. And I think it might be fire
That's
and
not-
darkness.
That's not D. That's wrong. That's
I believe
it's
you.
backwards. It's dash. It's G. Oh, it's not.
F and
No.
D.
F and D.
Hmm.
No.
I'm looking for ways around the door.
Okay.
I have zero interest in this puzzle.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Or a perception check, actually.
I'll also do
W.
perception, just a general. It is a W?
Yeah, so that's a
You said
F and a
perception
W.
over investigation, or can I choose? Because I'm
You can
better in
choose.
investigation.
Yep.
16.
Yeah, there's an open window just above this door.
Okay. I'm going to start climbing up.
Yep.
And I have a rope and a grappling hook to do that.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check with advantage.
17.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is like Mission Impossible shit. Yeah, you just launch that grappling hook up. You see Candle throw this grappling hook up and through the window, pulls it taut, and then he scrambles up the side. There's like a tiny little window, roughly the size of a candle gnome, and we see Candle's little rump pop through the
Well, looks like that he's going in that way.
Candle. On the other
Excellent.
side, there's a big green button and a big red button.
Do it. I dare you.
I definitely would. I'm trying to figure out what button I would push if I was Candle.
Now,
don't know
as a
if
gnome,
we-
are you colorblind?
That's a good point. As a gnome.
I like red. I think I would push red.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, okay. You push the red button, and there's just kind of like a sense of this door relocking.
Candle is now pie.
Oh Lord, he's gonna eat everything inside there.
Okay, so I push the red button. It sounds like the door relocked.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try the green button.
The door opens.
Are you kidding me? We don't. Okay, but what's the answer to the puzzle?
Moonwave Flame Star.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Moonwave
Moonwave
Flame Star.
Moonwave Flame Star. So it was W. Okay.
Where's the wait?
Don't worry, I got it.
All right. Well, it seems all okay. Yeah, all right.
You
I just keep staring at the door. I don't get it.
The doorway opens perfectly, and
Yeah, keep laughing because there's another puzzle in the other room. So
Yeah,
we
right
gotta
here.
do this all over again.
before you even get to that room, an alarm goes off. As the other three, as the other three step in, there is an alarm that goes off. It's like a subtle alarm. No people run towards you. There doesn't seem to be any like response immediately in terms of like people rushing towards you, like robots or anything like that. But a magical
fucking
energy
dope.
field activates around you suddenly, creating this sort of glowing, shifting cage of ethereal beams, sort of like a laser cage-looking trap. An arcane trap set around, containing intruders right here at the entrance and the doorway. The walls of this cage
Oh, no.
around you are sort of glowing arcane beams that sort of softly hum. Each beam pulses with a different color, occasionally shifting, leaving little brief gaps as it flickers. In the center of this cage is a little crystal pedestal with 4 colored gemstones engraved around the base of the pedestal, in common, but some of these words, they do look like common to you, Candle, and to you, Nyvara, but sometimes they almost like shift to like a weird looking language and then they shift back to common.
Right.
It says, to break the binds, choose the rhythm that matches the source. What do you do?
DDR. Sorry. Are they blinking in a pattern, in a rhythm to the sound we're hearing? The alarm?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Did you say a blink?
I did.
Oh, I didn't say hey Blinken. I said hey Blinken.
Sorry.
I want to give you an inspiration point for it, and I also don't. But you can have one.
17.
A 17. Yeah, you can see that the colored gemstones on the pedestal flicker a little bit as well, and they can be kind of rotated. With each rotation, it changes the sort of color order. You can see that the sequence of the beams pulse red, blue, yellow, green.
Okay, and they can be moved in a particular order.
Yeah.
Inside.
And what is the speed at which they're blinking? Are they all the same or are they different? Song is
They're
fucking me
all
up.
the same. They pulse at the exact same
Okay.
rate.
So it's
as
not in
the-
their speed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I look around. Where else do I see the colors on the stones? Like, are there lines anywhere? Is there anywhere else that I can identify where the source might be?
The colored gemstones on the pedestal can be rotated, and with each rotation, it changes the color
Yeah.
order.
Okay. But do I see anything else with any other color around in the room for me to determine what the order might be? Like it says the source, right? Say it again.
The walls of the cage pulse with different colors and occasionally
Okay.
shift.
Okay.
That's what. So the
Oh,
lasers.
okay.
We'll call them lasers.
Okay. So am I? So I can rotate the stone to match the cage walls? Is that what you're saying? I'm so sorry, I can't see it, so I'm trying to imagine it in my brain.
Yeah. The colored
walls
gems.
of the cage that we're in.
The 4
Pulsing a
gemstones
different color. Yeah.
are
Okay.
red, blue, yellow, and green, but you can shift
Yep.
them to change into whatever color you want.
Okay.
The
Claret has no theater of the mind.
I see.
The beam pulses also shift in the same colors.
Okay. So, what's the color on the right wall? Of the cage?
The changes. The lasers change constantly.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
No.
Tell me the puzzle again, Brad. Like, not the text that you just said, but the find the source bit. Sorry.
When did I say find the source?
You said something about matching the source. Am I crazy?
I might have
Rhythm.
done.
Rhythm of the source.
Yeah, it was rhythm of the source or something. It was some
Oh,
poetic bullshit you said.
the writing. Yep, sorry. It says to break the binds, choose the rhythm that matches the source.
I'm gonna start dancing to the music.
That would make me so happy if this was actually DDR. Okay. It matches the source though. That's the question.
I want to attune to the weave of this puzzle.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check. For you, that's just a D20.
How dare you?
These two are NPCs, so they just roll D20s. 17. Your natural sense of weave rhythm suggests
Wind.
that you
Wind rhythm.
simply
Sorry.
need to
Yes.
match the color sequence of the gemstones
Right.
to the beams. So you turn all of them to red when it turns red, all of them to blue when it turns blue, and yellow, then green. But whoever does it has to be highly dexterous.
I look to my gun hands. What's so funny?
I don't know why that got me so good. It's the fucking alarm and just this idea that these lights are strobing and you put up your hands and you just look at them like.
Breakdancing in the background.
Okay, all right. I can try. I'm a cat. I'm a little dexterous.
I mean,
So
I can do it.
try.
What do we need to do here?
We need. Well, he's gonna tell us, I imagine.
What?
Barrett's
You
the
gonna
one that
explain?
recognized
You
it,
said-
right?
You said you need somebody dexterous? Well, I mean, I'm pretty quick. What do you need?
Right. You see the colors right now? The way the colors are strobing about the place? See the gems? Simple.
I'm sorry, I can't really hear you. One moment, as I then hold my fingers together, and as like the two middle fingers then strike against each other, a purple spark of Spellwind, and like depressurizes. As then I'm going to cast On Off, which is an Unearthed Arcana level 1 spell, and it's a cantrip that can activate or deactivate any electronic device within range. And I want to turn the alarms off.
He does that.
Sorry, I
Can
couldn't
you
hear you.
open the
What?
door?
No, because there's an arcane element to it.
Okay.
But
Right.
it does turn off the
Oh.
alarm. The alarm stops.
Oh, thank you.
Does the strobing stop too?
No.
Because the arcane lasers are still around you. It's not
All
electricity.
right, well, you
Spellwind
got
is
to match
still in it.
the gems to the laser colors as they happen.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
do
be
it,
fast.
I can do that. That's pretty. I mean, come
Okay.
on.
Is there any way me calling shit out can give him advantage on this? Because I'm also very dexterous.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, give me just a sleight of hand check with advantage.
That's a 20?
Nice. Is that a
Oh,
natural
hell
20?
yeah.
No.
Okay. You
Ugh.
die. No.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Spellwind.
The
Has to be
alarm
naturally
turns off, and then all of these arcane beams that suddenly appeared around you, this magical energy field, this laser cage, whatever you want to call it, deactivates. The pedestal is gone as
I'm
it
making
disappears back
noises
into
as
the
I'm
ground.
doing it.
No one knows
He does
why.
that to concentrate.
Yeah. No
I
one
see.
knows why.
Nicely done.
You rookies sure are strange. I say, scratching my head with my gum
How
blade.
else are you supposed to do this? You gotta match it up with the sounds and lights and whatever. Anyway, come on,
Right.
let's go.
Okay. You have before you now an absolutely enormous reactor, twisting, turning, endless doorways, stairs and ladders that twist up and around you, several layers, several looking large doors, several small doors. This place immediately appears to be an absolutely gigantic chamber filled with entrances and exits. You are specifically looking for a room that is known as the Orphic, the
We're
Orphic
looking for a
Cradle.
room known as the Orphic Cradle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me a perception
Alright.
check if you would like to.
Did you catch that, rookies?
Yeah. I don't understand half of what it means, but yes.
Don't
8.
need to. Are we all rolling 1d20?
Whoever's looking, yeah.
All right.
We'll
14 for me.
try to do that here.
I'm
We
looking at
have
my
no
monkey
power
again.
here in the form.
Okay, 20, 17, no, just a 14 and a, is that it? Anyone roll
I
over
don't
a
know what I'm
10?
doing.
I did.
It's the
No.
same as Roll20, so you just /R 1d20. These two don't have character sheets, and this is how guests are going to work
Yeah.
every single time because they're NPCs.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
They can have bonuses if it makes sense, but NPCs are NPCs. An 18. So, Lorcan and Candle, as the four of you kind of start moving around this room, looking over the varying different pathways and chambers and doors, you see one
Stop moving around this room.
has fluid chamber written over the arcing entranceway behind one of these large metallic looking doors, but next to it on the wall are several instructions with a sort of not really a map, but it's an idea of some of the hallways. At least here you see fluid chamber and you see 2 furnace, 2 Orphic Cradle, suggesting essentially you need to move through the fluid chamber.
Looks like we have to go through the fluid chamber.
I ain't never seen a jungle like this.
The
That's a
jungle.
lot of metal.
It's a lot of metal. How do you live
Sure.
like this?
That's the thing. These people don't.
Trying to stop.
Ooh.
Likely created by Spellkin, who have been utilized for their enchantment, or maybe even worse, elementals or golems,
I'm sorry, what's a
imprisoned by the
spell?
God King.
What?
That's what I hear, at least.
Right.
You want to know what a spellkin is?
Yeah.
Ain't you one?
No.
Surely you is. Maybe it's just your dialect or something. But a magic caster, someone who has an affinity with magic.
I mean, I can do basic illusions and stuff, but I don't.
And you're
Maybe a
Spellkin.
No.
I think that's what they're saying, Candle, is that if you have an affinity to magic, you're called Spellkin here. Maybe not where you're from, but here.
Right. Right.
Just like you is short because you're under 4 foot. Anyway, let's keep going.
Facts, yes.
Exactly.
The Swan and the people of Evervale, those, of course, following the God King, would call it a derogatory term, or use it as one, but we, as Spellkin, use it as a term of camaraderie. Family. You see.
That's right.
Huh.
Now, again, we're here to blow this all up. To end this here. To fall down one more piece of the God King's board.
Right to this chamber, I assume.
Alright.
Now, I might just be a little crazy here, but when it says fluid chamber,
Right.
is there
A
actually
chamber of
fluid
fluid.
in there? Are we gonna have to swim?
We'll have to find
What, you
out
don't
how
like water?
literal the Empire is.
That, or it's an amorphic chamber with a loosely moving tile that weirdly which we're not entirely sure if it's ever a chamber or a hallway or stairs. That would be a fluid chamber.
They're dumbfounded.
Let's hope it's not the latter.
Yes.
Yeah, letters make me cry.
I stare at her, and my monkey reloads my
Alright.
gun arm.
Okay.
Ah, okay, sorry.
Like the monkey also is like dead stare as it's.
You head into the fluid chamber. The sort of old, ancient-looking door opens up, and a large, sort of shadowy chamber with three huge vats, all filled with green, glowing liquid. Sit in here. The floor is kind of slick with a thin layer of this liquid as well. It makes the surface kind of reflective, slightly hazardous maybe. There's a faint whirring sounds, and the bubbling of fluid in here creates a sort of ominous atmosphere. Across the room you can see a very heavy looking metal door with a small slot in the center shaped to accept a spherical object. Next to the door you can see that there is a sort of crumpled looking note as well, which reads, whoever wants to read it.
Claret don't read.
Okay.
Dropped underground materia into one of the tanks. It sank right to the bottom. Figured I'd get it later.
What's the materia?
Great question.
I think it's this, and I pull out the HP up materia that I have. Because when we get these objects, we intrinsically know what they do, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll pull that out and I'll go, I think it's this.
Yeah.
It's concentrated Spellwind,
Yeah.
like a crystal.
If you have that HP up materia on you, by the way, you have plus 10 HP.
Fuck. Wow. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Fates.
Okay.
Like the
and-
Lumine, or a tier of Geolum.
Right.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong,
Exactly.
it's because it's not canon.
Right. It can't be.
It looks exactly like a tier of Geolune. Or
All right.
really, a tier of Geolune looks exactly like a materia. I'm glad you guys are picking up on the jokes.
We'll never know.
Jesus.
Final Fantasy VII came first, then Spellwind, then Non-Canon's Final Fantasy VII, which is Spellwind.
Well, it seems as
should've
if there's a
known.
tier of Geolune in this tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
You going in there to get it? Is it
Can
valuable?
I don't know
Is it
yet.
valuable? Yes, it's very valuable.
Immediately start trying to smash the glass.
No. Stop. We don't know what's in here. All right? Calm yourself. Chew some bones, little
It's
man.
thick glass. I mean, he hits it and nothing happens. Lorcan, or
Yes.
I guess Claret as well if you'd like, but Lorcan for sure. You can roll me a d20.
You know I will. Very well. I am going to do the thing I did. Yes, there it is. Oh.
No idea. You definitely
Right.
can't tell that the tier of Geolune is what would unlock that arcane door at the other side of the room.
I ain't got no clue.
All right.
Can I roll for my
I
monkey?
would not know what that is. Tell you what
You roll for the monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would the monkey know?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Natural one.
Monkey is eating his own shit.
Yeah, the monkey's just flinging shit across the
He
room.
does that. He gets bored real easy when there's nothing
The
to do.
monkey is reloading itself.
Too late to get Orcish to play the monkey.
Or just like, I'll
Might
join
be
the call
able to
right
fit
now.
him. I might be able to fit him on the screen in the bottom right-hand corner. As long as all he does is make
Please.
monkey noises.
Get us to the curse bar, and you got it.
Yeah, if you can get
the monkey.
if you can get to the cursed bar on the left-hand side there,
We curse
I will
with Orcish the
force
monkey.
Orcish to join the call as the monkey. I made a whole new set of links today, and I prepared for 2 more guests. We can have a maximum of
Nice.
4 guests
Ah.
on non-canon.
Ever on this show. All right.
Time
After
to-
that, I
time
never,
to
I don't ever want to mess with the
test 'em.
bullshit links stuff again. I've had too much of it over the last 2 weeks.
Okay. I'm gonna look and see if there's a way to drain the tank.
Yeah, give me an
some
investigation.
capacity.
Oh my
check.
God. Fates, you have to do it. Orcish has literally just sent me a screenshot. He already has a filter picked out on the camera. Let's go. Just get her done.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure I've got this thing ready to go. Christ. Okay, how do I do
It's
this?
pretty good. Oh God. Also, Fates unlock the very first Spellwind. Yes. And
Oh,
almost
did?
that materia.
So, I'm gonna probably while I'm trying to see if there's a way to drain the tank. Like, I don't really know machinery very well, even though I'm a gnome. I'm not super familiar with it. So, I feel like I should impose a disadvantage on myself automatically.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're smacking the tank, I'm trying to stop you from doing that. Like,
I'm not
okay,
sma-
hang on,
I
hang
mean,
on. Okay.
I do it first just to see like how
Yeah.
thick the glass is, basically.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like can
All
I
right.
just smash it? And then
Okay, all
I'm
right,
starting
just
to look
making
around
sure.
all the and see if there's just like, hey, is there like a release valve or something?
Holy shit.
But I don't know what any of that stuff really is. That was with disadvantage, a 22.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, you might not understand how this particular world's technology works exactly, but you understand how levers work. There are 3 levers that you can see, and while you definitely don't understand, you know, the engineering that went into building this thing, there are 3 levers that probably drain these things up on like a separate platform away from where these bits are. You probably wander off and find it after a few minutes.
Are they marked at all? Do they have anything written on them?
They have a bunch of sort of symbols and things on them, but they seem to just sort of represent left, right, and center. Seems pretty simplistic to you.
This sigil looks like an O. This one an L. This one is a C.
What does it have to do with F and D?
1 out of 3 chance. That's not bad.
Yes, it is.
Did the letter say which one of these tanks it fell into?
It's in the.
No.
It's in
Can
this.
I, oh,
no, it didn't. You're right.
no, yeah.
But
Can
it's
I-
in the
can
center
I-
one. It's in the center one. You can see.
I was
it.
going to say I'll do perception to see
It's
if I
too
can
late. I
find
said
it.
S, and there's
Okay,
no way that could
yep.
have meant right or left.
Actually, I don't think anybody knew that you were going to say center. Yeah,
All right.
it
Well, I
sounded
would have
like
guessed
you
it
were
straight away because I'm
stalling for
incredibly
time.
intelligent. So I
Yep.
guess you just
Yep,
have to get
you
on
are.
my level.
Okay.
Immediately, I was right there with you. I would also say
Okay, it's in the center tank.
I
I
will
don't-
pull the center lever.
I was going to say that, but then I was like, surely it's not that easy, right? Are we about to die? Let's go.
You pull this thing, it. You see all of this liquid drain out. Parts of the vat at the bottom like leak as it does so, and you see some of that stuff run across the ground. At the bottom, there's like a around the plug hole or whatever, there is this piece of materia, this sort of tier of geolune, depending on which side of this you're from, that rattles around. After about 30 seconds, the entire vat refills.
So we have not a lot of time to get that out. You gotta be fast.
Right.
I'm looking directly at the monkey. Yes, he does.
Appearing in the other,
Oh
in
shit.
the left tank, is another piece of materia. Let's have PB. Can you roll me a
I don't like the way he looks like my monkey.
D4?
Like the way it says materia.
A 2.
Right.
It is another pink piece of materia similar to the HP up materia that you have in the left tank.
Look, there's another one.
I pull the lever for that one.
The exact same sort of thing where it drains out. After about 30 seconds, it completely refills again.
When he does that and it's draining and refilling, I'm looking around to see if I see any sort of like release valve or anything where maybe we could get inside to get it and get back out. Because I'm assuming it's got lids on it and everything, right?
Yes, there is. Sorry, there is also.
Okay.
Nyvara's looking for a porthole.
Are all of you magic users, Claret? You.
Am I a magic user? Of a sort. Yeah.
Good enough. You all recognize the shifting and changing of a sort of a sensation of a force here. The two of you from Haerth would recognize that this is some sort of effect of the Spellwind that is taking place. The two of you that are not might just sort of recognize as this a weird arcane element that is happening here. Now, if I were the creator of Spellwind, a completely random effect would happen, like a wild magic surge. But let's, since we have the option, have an interview with the creator of Spellwind.
Oh my god, if you just switch the music and we just interviewed Cord, that would be excellent.
Imagine
Yes.
if we started interviewing
Thank you.
Naoki Hamaguchi.
The creator of Spellwind is a young man who goes by the name of Charles Xavier. Probably.
Hello.
Could be Andrew, but I'm not sure. Myth,
If Ratch came on right
can you imagine?
now.
We'll add him.
Creator
We
of
got
Spellwind.
room. We got room
We
for
got room.
we got
Get
room
after
for a
it.
second monkey.
The creator of Spellwind and Ratch just shows up. Fuck.
Cord, what was the inspiration for Spellwind?
Yeah.
What was the inspiration? Well, for the world, I really liked being able to change something that and how the world would role play as if it was different than our world, right? So what we do know and love about D&D and Forgotten Realms is there's the weave, and magic is done through this other, like, this strands of magic that just sort of web everything together. But I was thinking how cool it would be if it was something else, like, I don't know, airbending, which is now what I've realized it is, and having something like random chance, this volatile magic, but because I think it was also in the Iron Winds of Numenera, I think it was the Iron Winds in the Numenera system, which would be a storm that blew through, and they would just change and like cataclysmically change things on a molecular level. And I was like, that's really cool and crazy. So I was thinking, what if just magic was based around that in a world? And then, of course, I thought about why that is different than normal. And then I started to come up with like how the planet was different, and it was tilted, and how the moon is a refraction of the sunlight that is always in the southern horizon.
Yeah.
So the Spellwind it's pretty much just for someone who's like, I've never seen this. What am I watching? Spellwind is D&D, but pretty much all magic is a form of airbending. But it's also highly volatile and can be because gusts of breeze and wind can happen, and weather can change from wind. So utilizing the Spellwind a lot could also create a spell storm somewhere else and things like that. So,
was it the moon that did that?
yeah. So
I seem to recall in the lore.
Yeah,
Some sort of cataclysm that happened with the
there
moon.
was a cataclysm
which is why I
of
put
this
a moon in that first puzzle.
this crystalline moon that crashed into, we called it the Sundering, that crashed into Haerth. And there was the only time where it's like this unexplained divine intervention fused Haerth back together, but as it did, the world was cocked sideways, and now the sun is always on its south pole. It still rotates, but this fractured crystalline moon is the refractions of that are the daylight, and also the dust and crystals from that moon are now scattered throughout and within the world of Haerth. And that
We'll
sort
listen
of
to
quanta
Spellwind.
dust is in the yep.
We'll call it a D20.
Magical glitter.
We'll just call it a D20 then. Everyone roll me a D20.
Perfect.
And that's not
Oh,
a
a
D20.
D20, not a D. Oh,
Myre rolled
sorry,
a
I thought you
49.
said
I was like, what?
18.
All right, let's start with Myre. 18. For a few seconds, sounds around you become slightly muffled, as if you're hearing everything through a layer of water. Lorcan,
The monkey fluff in my ears.
you feel the warmth of the Spellwind. You feel a brief, soothing warmth on your skin, like the comfort of sunlight. Gives you advantage on your next roll of any kind.
Ooh.
Nyvara, you got a 10. You, for the next minute, gravity feels lighter for you. Your footsteps make no sound, and you can jump higher, as if you were on Geolune or the moon before it exploded.
Wait, she gets super jumping and I got deafness?
You went a little deaf, yeah.
Okay.
You're the least attuned to the
Shake it.
Spellwind, right? Probably here. We'll see.
Right, yeah.
And then Candle, for you, shadows flicker and move independently for a few seconds, mimicking an animal or an abstract shape. You have disadvantage on your next perception check that you make. And if that's next week, we'll forget.
Is there anything I can now reach with my super jump that I maybe couldn't reach before that will help us?
Let me just check
Like
we're
a
not missing anything on the
door.
overlay. I'm just so desperate for us to get the cursed thing, and it just be that a monkey appears on the screen.
Yep.
I shouldn't have done this. With
Well, it's happening now.
Yeah, keep doing it, though.
Just that.
if we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Click just that. Just that. Fuck.
What was your question? Sorry.
When I look around the room, do I see anything that might that can help us that I can now reach with my super jump, like a lever or a wire or a pipe that leads maybe somewhere so that it doesn't refill?
Give me a perception check or an investigation check.
I'm thinking. Okay, I'll do that one. Fuck me. 4.
4. You could easily jump on top of the vats and be able to sort of gain access into these things. You can open these vats on the top very easily with just one of those.
Yeah, then I'll do that then.
Circular. I forget what they're called, but you see them on like the top of a submarine. What's that called?
Okay.
Periscope.
Wheel.
Not a periscope. The circle that
Oh,
unlocks.
It's just
the
a
door.
valve. Yeah, it's just a valve.
Yeah, a valve.
Yep.
Company.
So I'll jump up onto the top and I will, when it's empty, I think. So do it again. Candle.
Okay, I pulled the lever.
And I'm gonna, okay. And then as soon as it's drained, I'll open the vat from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything happen when I do that other than it?
Oh, it
like-
drains and then refills back again after 30 seconds, but it doesn't like burst out of the top or anything. You can leave it open. It seems to
Okay.
be safe to do.
Oh, okay.
It just
perfect.
fills up to the top of like where the
Right.
tank is, but not right the way out and overflowing.
Okay, do it one more time, Candle.
What if you hold the lever down and don't let go?
That might break it, but try it one more time,
All right.
Candle. When he does that, I will run my finger along the residue. Does it hurt me?
Good question. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Excellent.
On the subject of it breaking, I'm not sure if that's an issue because we will be destroying this entire property when this issue is.
Well, I just mean we wouldn't be able to get the thing inside it. 20.
Right, yes. I see.
20, it doesn't hurt you, but it does tingle.
But I could identify it as this is not good to get in and swim in,
You
right?
certainly don't want to be in this.
Okay, all right.
Are you gonna grab
I
it or
don't-
what?
The liquid in here is real bad. If it touches you for
Uh-huh.
too long,
Oh, you
it
gotta
could
get out quick.
it could
Is it
burn
And
you.
viscous?
start to take out my rope and grappling hook.
Yeah.
Set it up on the side so like
Yeah,
I can climb out.
What
Just
about that
wondering,
suit we got
don't
on
we
here?
have any like? Yeah. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yes, you have that
suit
suit
would
with that bubble, with that
That's
glass
not gonna fit
bubble
me.
around
It's
it.
gonna have to fit one of you.
Oh God.
It's not gonna fit me, and it's not gonna fit Claret.
All right,
That's for sure.
All right.
Gotta be one of you two.
I'll do it.
Good.
I'll put on the exosuit.
Yep.
Space hard suit.
It's
Yep.
exactly.
Says-
You just
yep.
have to go and look at the artwork for Zero Blue Orion at tablestory.tv/ZBO.
That's what I'm
And
wearing.
then go ahead and watch the
Does it have
entire
the
show.
helmet?
4 of us were in that show, and one of us wasn't. Can you guess who? It was Wacksteven.
Is there actually a helmet with it or no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's-
All right. Perfect. Well, I wasn't
Cord said
sure.
there
I
was,
just thought
so
I'd
there is
ask
now.
before I jumped into the fucking liquid and burned my face
That
off.
classic
Okay.
Lancer pilot looking Gundam helmet thing.
Yes! I'm sorry. You're saying my cat girl is now in a Gundam suit. I'm very
Pretty
happy.
much.
Okay.
It smells
I
a little.
will-
like cigarettes.
Like what? Yeah, I was gonna say cigarettes is good.
Cigarettes and fast food.
Okay. Oh,
Fast cigarettes.
yum yum. Okay. I
Space time.
will,
And
as soon as he
rejection.
does that, then
It smells like space time.
keep going. And delivery, and a long time in space with nothing but TV. Can you pull it one more time, Candle? And as soon as he does that, I get ready to go. And I'm assuming that's athletics.
I'm just leaning on it.
Our
Make
Ryan's
me,
running in
make
place.
me an athletics or an acrobatics check. I'll let you do either.
I'll do athletics, please. 22.
Do you-
Again,
do you
I
tell
have
me
set
how
up
you
my
do this?
grappling. I have set up my grappling hook and rope.
Yeah, and I
and
don't
you
use
can
it.
climb out.
Alright. Yeah. What? How do you
so
do this,
I like-
Taco?
I finally do the cloud flip, okay? Because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to do it in the very beginning, so I do it right now, and I flip right down into the bottom. I grab the materia,
have to-
and I just
To Google what
I
a cloud
just
flip
go-
is.
go to jump. It's a somersault, but then you land with one hand down and like one knee
Downward.
down, and then you do a dramatic look up. It's excellent.
Mm.
And then I will literally just leap out of the thing because I have super jump right now. So it looks like I just have crazy jump. And
Okay.
I land right on top, and then I move to the next
Oh.
one with the other materia in it. All right, one more time.
Push the lever again.
You got
Alright.
this. We don't have much time left. The gods might come.
20! Perfect.
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I grab
Okay.
the second one and hop out.
So you now have a piece of green materia, which is exactly the same size
Give me that
as
one.
the spherical slot in the center of the giant heavy metal door at the other side of the chamber here.
Okay.
You also have an MP up materia, which will
Oh,
give
hell yeah.
whoever has it equipped an extra first level spell slot.
Fantastic.
I will take the green spherical crystal.
Okay.
Why don't you give it to me? I go, oh, yes, thank you. And then I go and insert it into the door.
Fantastic.
Yes, this
Nobody
acts
want
like
one of
a
these?
little
I'll just put it
battery.
away.
Okay, a little battery. This tier of geolune, as you slot it into the door, you see the lights of the arcane element of this door spread up and around this door. It then kind of turns for a moment, and then this very large door opens up into a hallway. You can see a pretty narrow hallway here. At the far end of it, you can see a small stairwell. There are these chimes that are hanging down from the ceiling, as well as these large purple sort of at first they look like circular windows that run along the left-hand side wall, but you recognize that they seem to be linked in some sort of strange mechanical arcane way, like some of the other parts of this place that you've been wandering through have as well. You can see that there is on one side of you, as you enter into this hallway, the a sign that says Echo Chimes Alarm with a green dot next to it, suggesting it is currently active.
All right.
I think we should keep going. No.
What does this mean? Echo chime alarm?
Well, they're active. That means they're active.
Yeah, but shouldn't we turn it off?
How?
You can turn things on and off, right? Can't you?
Oh, yes. And 1 second. Try to do that spell one more time and see if I can.
For a moment, the display that says Echo Chimes Alarm active,
Yeah, because it's got arcane.
the red and the
the LED turns
green
on.
LED kind of like flickers, but remains a steady green. Uh-oh, what?
What's wrong? Yeah!
Is he here?
Get
All right.
in here!
Come on in. We have hired... I mean, this is a curse. I'm not going to make you roll on the curse table.
No, I know.
This is the
That's why I said,
worst
get us the
curse
curse table.
we could ever have asked for. Is having Orcus join the stream for the remainder of the show. As a monkey. As Claret's pet monkey.
Manners.
What's his name?
Manners.
Manners.
Manners. I thought it was going to be
An
Violet
ironic name,
backwards.
don't you know?
You should have called it like Lavender or something. you know?
Yeah.
Or like, what's another? Or just a different hue.
I was gonna call him Matthew.
Oh, I can't.
Hold on, I can't.
Oh, I can't. Lord, help me!
There he is.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Just trying to make sure he's on the overlay. Alright. Can we get a monkey impression? Oh, is he not? Is he in the audio?
For those listening, he's just got the craziest fucking filter on. It's just got his eyes and his teeth, but it's one of those like, it's one of
teeth are
those
10
crazy
times bigger
filters.
than they normally
yeah, where the
are.
eyes and the teeth are big, and it's so good.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is. Okay,
What is it,
great.
Manners?
It's just he's gonna do that the whole show.
Oh God.
All right, thanks very much, everyone. Next thing that you'll
What a
unlock
gift.
is Spellwind on the dark bar. Another Spellwind effect.
Oh my
And
God.
the party will become exalted if you get us up to the next one. There's also good
Which
guests
just
and bad
means
guests,
Orcish gets a crown.
as well as as well as unlocking more memories about our characters. Thank you very much, everyone, for your
Permanently.
tips throughout this episode. I hope it's worth it. I hope it's worth it for you all. I don't know if it is for us at this point, but I appreciate the money.
Let you know.
Remember, the tips get randomly distributed between both of the bars. So if you do give us some cash through the tips, then it will go randomly between those two things. Subs go towards the party either being fully healed or they get an elixir if they're already fully healed. And if you're watching in between live shows and you're watching this on one of the VODs, you can also find links, which I think I need to add to the YouTube ones. I need that link. Remind me to do that, please.
Yep.
Someone write that down.
I have to point out.
For a potion menu is what you get. Carry on, yeah?
I have to point out, last week, I got double cursed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
But I had one thing that was good, and it was the aura of calm. Animals and small creatures instinctively trust you. You have advantage on wisdom animal handling checks.
Nice.
We're just kissing you.
There you go, Manners. Manners the monkey. You instinctively trust Candle. So role play that however you wish.
I love it.
All right. Yeah, so you all, including Manners, find yourselves in the Echo Hall. The Echo Chimes alarm is active. What do you do?
Maybe has pissed herself at this point.
We hear the echoes
covered
of...
in piss.
She's become the monkey.
It's just the teeth. The teeth get me every time.
What is it, Manners?
Oh my god.
Materia trapped in the well?
Roll me a d20 to see if you can determine what Manners
There
is
was
saying.
materia trapped in the well.
Oh fucking hell. Oh.
Sorry.
Can I make an animal handling check?
19.
Yeah, you can. What was wrong with that? Oh, you did it 120 again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can make me an animal handling check to see if you can figure
Oh
out
my
what
God.
Manners is saying.
And this is with advantage because of my bullshit.
All right.
That's a 10.
A 10. Manners is suggesting that there's some sort of trick to this hallway, Candle. However, Claret, you are able to tell that Manners is suggesting that to pass through without triggering the alarm, you must make your way across without causing any echoes. The chimes have subtle magical triggers that will resonate if anyone steps too heavily. That's what he's saying.
Manners is saying we have to cross through here without making any echoes because the chimes here will take up anything that makes echoes. You hear that? Isn't that right, Manners?
I'm sorry, what?
Manners is saying, yeah,
Okay.
don't make any
All right.
echoes in this corridor.
All right.
All right. So make like Manners. Be quiet. That's right. Follow after me. That's right. I didn't want to do it myself, so I'm glad you did.
Okay, everyone want to make me stealth checks. And that's a d20 from Lorcan and Claret.
14 for me.
14. 17
I'm
from
gonna
Claret.
argue that I might not have to because my footsteps don't make sound because of that thing.
Oh my
super
god. What an amazing Spellwind to get for this next
Yep,
room. I didn't
for
even
this.
think about it.
I have an advantage on this because of the spell.
Okay,
15.
yes you do.
Okay.
A 15. Wow. Is that everyone?
Yep.
No, you still need to roll. You have advantage. It doesn't mean you've rolled high enough. BB.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Stealth with advantage.
He's
the
killing
worst.
me. 18.
18. Yeah, I think we see you all moving through this hallway very softly, very cautiously. At parts, I think probably you guys move in a harmonious rhythm with any
I'm gonna
sounds.
make an executive decision. Did you see
Bro.
the emote? Did you see the thing I just posted in Non-Canon?
No, mine,
Yeah.
mine.
We're doing both. We're doing both. I don't care.
Oh wow, that's good emotes. That's good emotes.
Table manners.
Tune in next week
Oh,
for
shit.
those emotes. Subscribe.
No, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, you make it through this hallway very easily. All thanks, I would say, to manners.
The face? Oh, yes, of course.
Partially to the Fates. We'll give them a little. We'll give them a little. A little credit. Imagine having a functioning brain as a GM.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how
No.
great it would be? At the end of this hallway, there is a stairwell that leads in several different directions again. Upwards, downwards, up and left, up and right. I think Lorcan probably you sort of trace over some of the writings and wording here, and you can see that you have to head down the stairwell to the furnace, which seems to be attached in some way to the Orphic Cradle chamber.
We have to go deeper.
We must go deeper.
You guys head
Deeper underground.
down into.
There's too much panic in this town.
In front of you, there's a very large square door with a pretty massive sense of heat radiating off of it. Above it, it says furnace. However, you see that straight through this furnace is the way that you access the Orphic Cradle, at least from this side of the reactor.
Oh,
Oh, it's just through here.
Seems like it.
We're all ready.
Well, if that's where we're supposed to go, then let's go. What's the holdup?
There ain't no hold up. Lorcan, you have the bomb on you?
I
there
do.
ain't no stopping this train. Is that what you're about to say? Okay, let's go.
Myre's very minor knowledge of Final Fantasy VII. Whereas Myth's
Okay, I'm
zero,
here to
by the
see.
way. He has no idea what Final Fantasy VII is, by the way.
I don't even know what it is.
Everything
What is
about this? You open the doorway.
7 of them?
There is only 7, yeah. Inside is a room with an intense sort of wave of heat that rushes over you. There is a note pinned to the right-hand side. Who'd like to read it out loud for the audience?
I will. Just in case someone tries to break in over the weekend, I've opened the furnace floor to make sure that no one could just walk into the Orphic chamber. I have the keys that will close the furnace on me, so we should be good. See you all on Monday morning.
I mean, none of these fucking places in video games make sense ever, do they?
Yeah. Yeah.
A furnace
Just
chamber
in case
sits in
somebody
front
tries
of
to
you.
break it.
A hallway with an intense wave of heat radiating
the floor.
from the floor. The floor is a grid
Floor
of...
is lava.
It's literally lava. The floor is a grid of sort of square metal grates from which an arcane set of green flames twist and flick through. Across the chamber, you can see a large reinforced door with the words Orphic Chamber written across it. Overhead, there is a series of hanging pipes and valves, some of which drip cool-looking water that fall into the flames, while others release blasts of steam intermittently. Every 30 seconds, the flames from the floor intensify, engulfing the entire chamber from floor to ceiling in flame. It's about 30 feet across.
Can I
Doesn't seem
still
to be
jump?
like
Okay. Will I be able to? I think I'll be able to make it. So yeah. Do they stretch all the way onto the other side as well? Or if I jump over, I'll be okay if I can make it.
On the other side, there's a platform that appears
distance.
to be
Okay.
safe.
Yep,
Similar
I'm gonna
to this
do that.
side.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Do you attempt to time this within the 30 seconds where there is no flames that rise up every 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Or would you like
Yep.
to jump when the flames are at peak?
Well, technically, I think I would start to jump with flames at peak, so that when they're down, I if I do land, I have at least 2 seconds before
Okay. That's the kind of
Yeah.
critical thought I would...
fire me over. Okay.
okay. Make me an athletics
Alright.
check.
Okay. And with advantage, still with the thingy-mabob that I have, the super jump.
Sure. Why not?
All right. 25.
Easy for you. You sort
Okay.
of time it, wait for the flame, and then jump. We see Nyvara just leap across this entire thing. Again, it's almost as if she's sort of
Oh my
zero
God.
gravity. What?
How did we do that 2 episodes in a row? I have goosebumps.
What did you do?
That was my memory this morning. At the start of the episode, my memory was about taking a
Was
leap in the fucking
doing a
woods.
big jump.
Dude,
Yeah, what the fuck?
off!
Yeah, you're not really supposed to tell them this is scripted, by the way.
Oh,
We're still
okay.
streaming.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So if you could just, we'll cut that out
Right. Okay.
in the edit.
In post. Okay.
Again, you've got a sort of zero G effect going on here as you leap across this thing in a spacesuit and land on the other side very comfortably and easily. The door in front of you looks like it's very easily openable. But what are the others doing? How do the others get across?
Are there controls over there for the floor?
Yeah, I'm looking. Do I see anything like that?
Give me an investigation check.
All right. 5. Excellent.
There are no controls.
Yeah, I don't see anything that look like controls.
If you
Unfortunately.
all stay close to
No.
me, I think I could get us across. Spellwind.
All right.
You seem pretty unsure about that.
Do you have anything else? What are your
Anything
ideas?
else? Well, let's have a look. And I'm gonna try and look around and
Lorcan
see
about to smack you into a wall.
I'm trying to see if there's like is there like an emergency release valve or something?
Yeah, give me an
Or if there
investigation
is like,
check.
yeah. I will use my inspiration from earlier.
Okay.
22.
22. You can see that there are 2 ways that seem to allow you to shut this thing off. Both of them involve what looks like you would need some sort of key to turn a lock. The emergency as well.
Is it on this side or on that side?
You can see it on this side, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Looks like we could put a key in here. I might be able to pick it.
Do you have
Alright.
thieves' tools on you?
That's a poisoner's kit, right? Not thieves' tools you got earlier?
That's correct.
That's right.
I don't know if you've had thieves' tools
I do
before.
not.
I
I do not
poisoned the
have thieves'
flame.
tools. I don't have thieves' tools. I am trying to see if I can screw around with some other stuff. I do have a mess kit, which would have like forks and knives and stuff.
Chopsticks.
Whenever you're ready, recruit.
Yeah, you can make me a sleight of hand check. The DC will be higher because you're not using thieves' tools, but
Yeah.
give it a go.
16.
16. It's a good attempt, but this is a very, very complex lock that you're looking at. It would be closer to what we have in the modern era than it is the basic locks that you're used to dealing with. And so, while you sort of feel like you do make some leeway with it, it just doesn't really make sense. Maybe if you had the full, an actual set of lock picks, but It's just not. There's a couple of elements to this that don't make too much sense to you. This actually seems significantly difficult to pick.
This knife is too big. No dice.
Oh, shit. Any
I can get the
ideas,
fork
Lorcan?
in there, but I can't get anything to, you know.
Yes, are we
make the
ready?
tumblers.
Stay close.
All right. Get close, Manners. I extend my gun arm.
Just
for
to
the
be
punch.
clear, just so I'm aware of the situation here, this is like a continuation of the path that we're on right now?
I would assume.
Yes. Sorry, what's the rephrase the question from my dumb brain?
The preface of this question is I am wondering, like, should they just go and I could hang back and wait, you know, that kind of thing. Might as well let them go across the fire instead of me because I don't like burning.
Okay. You could let them complete the book for you.
My question basically is like, hey, is this something that we activate and then we come back, or is this continuing on the path? Does it appear like we're continuing on
I
the
think
path?
the note from the manager implied that what we need is on the other side of the fire.
Yeah. Okay,
Orphic
then I'm
Cradle.
Maybe one of your
really
patches in your
reluctant.
cloak can help.
Yeah, I'm really reluctant. I'm like trying to figure out, like, can I use Nyvara to shield me in some way? Or
Recruit, get close.
Can I just jump back and pick him up and jump back again?
Yeah, make me an athletics check to jump back.
Yep. Okay.
Don't become a schmore now.
Yeah, I'll try.
Tai Chi in a, like,
26.
26, you jump back, perfectly timed.
Now, I said I was just going to pick him up and take him with me, but I think I'm going to stand there for a second and look at him and wait for him to ask me to do that.
yeah, I look at. There's a obvious conflict on my face. Like, oh boy, I see this person I don't know that says that no, I can make the fire not touch you. Like, okay, or I look at Nyvara, who's wearing some kind of crazy suit, just jump back and forth. I saw her do it twice. There's proof
Three
that
times,
Nyvara has
actually.
done this. Yes,
Yep.
3 times. I shrug my shoulders and I say, you jumped pretty
Yeah?
easily back and forth there.
Yeah, quite easily.
Do you think you could do it again?
Oh, absolutely.
Even if you had some added weight?
How much added weight? And I just look at him. I'm enjoying this.
Do I still have, like, the little pot belly from the candy that I eat?
Probably, yeah.
Don't-
I mean, it hasn't really been that long for you.
Listen, I don't really know right now. Still a little bloated, from the candy. Let's call
Oh.
it.
Listen,
Yeah.
where's your fighting spirit there, young one? Don't forget, your skinny ass is working for the Entente now.
Right. Yeah, can you just take me over there? Can you do that?
A small, sly smile slices my otherwise very stoic face in this moment while I'm waiting for you to ask me for help. And I don't say anything else. I reach down and I'll, like, hold up my arm so I'm, grabbing you. And then I'll jump back. I'm very much enjoying the fact that he asked me for help.
And I have the robe pulled over me as much as possible.
Okay. Since you're carrying him, you don't get advantage
Yep.
on this check.
Yep. Okay.
This is where we both die.
Don't become a schmore.
18.
No, you still make it across.
I'm a cat, motherfucker.
Yeah, big cat leap.
You
As
fell
you
on your
jump
face
over
when
there.
we started.
Yeah, I did. I fell right on my face. Oh, God.
Oh,
Well,
okay. Not
Well,
toasty.
Lorcan,
We're good. Okay.
and just as they leap, I finish my movements to cast the spell Control Flame, and I just want to push it away as I walk forward.
Absolutely,
Those
yeah.
who are near me.
Moses parting the flame.
Well, I could part the flame, but I think I'm just going to keep a bubble around us so when we walk,
Yeah.
it stays close.
Oh,
Easily
man.
Nobody else behind us.
Absolutely no
Those of
problem
you-
with that whatsoever.
Yeah, who are here for the first time. He just did, like, a very basic spell that would have been perfect. It's like just so good. And we both are like, don't trust these NPCs with us.
On the other side, there is a button.
It's like you cast mage hand.
There is also a button that Nyvara just completely missed. That
Yeah,
just is an
I
off
just
button,
have
a
no
big
idea what I'm
red, big
looking
red
at.
button.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see, you've made it.
I say you made it. There's
I
a
have no
fancy
doubt.
trick.
It's quite elementary of a spell. Thank you. How much farther? Barrett?
I will reach into the bag and pull out the MP up, and I'll hand it to him.
Tear of Geolone.
Yeah, I think you should try to use that. At least till we blow this place up and get done whatever needs doing. I think it's gonna
Hold
make...
it up into the air as I hear the trumpet play.
Manners.
Da-da-da-da.
Play the trumpet.
Manners plays the trumpet.
That's you. Yeah, okay. Yes, no.
Yeah.
It disappears and I get
If you could
and I
just
get a
consult the
sound.
script in future, it says right there, Manners plays the trumpet.
I had-
All right.
I had a lot of studying.
You
and
open this
Oh, that's
door and head into the Orphic chamber.
We're here.
Fight time. Is it the boss fight?
Inside,
Sorry.
what you see is a thick,
This art is awesome.
vast, dimly lit space. A sort of dampness settles over you as the door closes on the furnace. And at the center of this absolutely enormous chamber is a gigantic tank of dark, rippling water. Encased. Sorry, we need to. This is a serious part of the show.
Oh, sorry.
Don't look orcish.
Sorry.
Don't look.
Just ignore him. Okay, everyone ignore him. The curse was on me.
The curse. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, it was.
Curse.
You understand now. Now. You can GM. Just don't look at him.
Okay. A massive
His
tank
pouty lips.
of dark, rippling water encased in reinforced glass and threaded with arcane machinery. There is a faint, eerie glow that seeps through the tank, casting an otherworldly light across this room.
It just like
Inside,
slowly pans out as Brad's reading this, and it's just Orcish doing this like low rumble. You cannot with this.
inside, you catch sight of a creature. A majestic orca. Its body marked by glimmering crystalline growths that pulse faintly in time with some deep rhythmic energy. It floats, still and silent, almost in a trance-like state, held in place by glowing runes carved along the tank's frame. These runes pulse as they siphon the creature's energy, feeding the power that runs the factory in the city beyond. The Orca's eye opens briefly, revealing a flicker of awareness, perhaps recognition, before it closes again. The creature, too drained to linger.
No! Did it just die?
No, it's
I'll
alive.
be. Oh, thank God. Okay.
But
Holy
you
shit.
are in
We
the
gotta-
Orphic chamber where you need to set the
Is
bomb.
the Orphic chamber. This creature here is a spellkin. Must have
What
been
is
captured
happening
by
to
the
it?
Entente. They're siphoning its power to fuel their whatever it is the Emperor does.
Wow, that's fucked up.
What?
Heinous deeds.
Quite fucked up.
Well, how do we... I see. Is this why you want to blow this place up?
Of course.
That's right.
Free the Spellkin. This
Yes,
the Spellkin
I agree.
as you and I are.
That's a
Thing is,
question.
Well, I
thing
don't think that
here-
matters. I think it just matters it's being held like this. Spellkin or not.
Yes.
Just a thought. where I'm from, there's
Right.
with like, fish. They can only breathe in water.
Well, maybe he can do the same thing he did with the fire. Just create a little water thing.
Can you do that?
Made a water thing?
Well, you had a little, like, flame around y'all. Can you do that with the water as well? So this thing can breathe?
Otherwise, we have to blow this thing up. Walker and all.
No, I don't.
Right. Well, you might, because I just gave you an extra spell. Wait, no. Is it a spell slot or an actual level 1 spell he gets?
He gets a spell
I forget
slot.
Okay, never
Let
mind.
me take a look at my spell. I can create water, and I can also destroy it, but I'm not
If you
sure
can, make
if
it
I
global
can
water.
Can you do
preserve it.
it a lot? Because
Yeah, because if you just create enough water, it should be fine. But
No,
I mean,
wouldn't
I
be
don't
able
know.
to
Is
do
it a
alone.
fish? Do we know what this is?
What
I
the
don't
fuck
know
is
what
happening?
that is.
It's a
Jesus
spell
Christ.
kin, is what it is.
Huh?
sorry.
Does it breathe underwater, or is it holding its breath? I don't know.
Right.
I'm just trying
Yeah,
How
to.
about
like
you
if
ask
we get it
it?
out of this tank. Yeah, okay. I'll walk up to the tank and
Because I mean,
put
we
my
can
hand
blow
on
the
the
tank
glass.
up, but then it seems like we're gonna
Yeah.
kill this thing.
hey, I don't know if you can hear me, but we're trying to get you out of here.
I got this. Hold on. I got this.
Yes, I was hoping you would use the animal handling.
I have my aura of calm, which
Of calm.
almost definitely does not apply to this creature in particular, because it specifically says small creatures.
This thing is huge.
Right.
It says animals and small creatures instinctively trust you. You have advantage
Perfect.
on wisdom animal handling
Animals
checks.
and small creatures.
Animals and small creatures. So I am going to say, hello. Can you understand me?
My name is Inigo Montoya. That's how you sounded when you said that. Hello.
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 Trying to get its attention.
Give me an animal handling check.
Now, I don't know, am I getting advantage or not?
If it says animals, then yeah.
Yeah, it
I
does.
do have shape
Okay.
water.
This was from
That's a
being
12.
exalted, or this was from a curse?
This was exalted, I think.
Okay. And that's why, guys, you need to give them the exalted status every week.
Yes, please, thank you.
What have you rolled there? A 12. Yeah, this creature it doesn't really seem to rouse from its kind of exhausted slumber.
We're gonna try to get you out, but we don't know if you can breathe if we get you out. Breathe.
Do I,
Breathe.
Very
question.
little response from this creature. It doesn't even seem
Even
to
if we
be
get it out of
aware
here,
that
I
you're
don't
here.
think
So
it can
I'm
fit
so
out
sorry.
of that door. Yeah.
Can I... Is there any way I have orca knowledge as Nyvara being in ocean? And I know that it breathes air, not water, because it's a fucking orca.
Nyvara being
Give
a
me a
giant
nature
aquatic
check.
mammal.
Yeah, I
Does she know what an
100% this thing. I 100% think this thing is just a fish. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, because you said fish, and I'm rolling with it, but also at some point, I lived on the ocean, I hope to God. Okay, sorry, you said nature.
Yeah.
19.
Do killer whales only exist in cold climates?
No, they do not only exist
I
in
don't
cold
trust you. I
climates.
feel like you're lying to me because you're the one who
They-
wants to win this D&D game.
No, don't they migrate up and down the California coast?
I'm not
It's not
actually
cold?
from there.
Oh.
I'm from somewhere else.
Let's look it up.
Oh yes,
They
I
are also
man,
found
knows
in
the
tropical
outside.
and subtropical waters.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I think you probably are aware of what an orca is and a killer
Enjoy
whale.
cold.
This does look a little different to either whether you've seen one
Yeah.
or been told tales, more likely. But it's pretty similar. It is almost certainly some sort of whale. These sort of giant black and white whales, it sounds like a thing that you recognize. You know, you don't remember the tale or who told it to you, but you do know that you know what an orca is. And that traditionally, they have to come up for air.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Oh my god, that orca sound was so cute. I think, and I don't know for sure, that this fish is a type of a fish that breathes air. So I think we would just need to make sure that we could, if you can create water, you do that every once in a while on his skin, but not to breathe. Until we get him to where he needs to go.
How
And
big
how
is
are
this
we gonna
thing?
get? Yeah.
Can we get it out of the door? Then?
We could lift it
Give me a
and
perception
almost
or an
later.
investigation check.
How big
Anybody?
is your
D20.
How big is your bomb?
3. How big's my bomb? Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, the
I was talking
bomb
about
will
my device.
easily take down this entire chamber. Probably a couple of chambers around it.
Could it blow a hole in the wall?
Well, it's meant to
Isn't it
destroy
that
this
much
entire
more?
place.
Yeah, the point is it brings down the entire reactor.
Right.
Big bomb.
Once we arm the bomb, we have to be out of here in about 5 to 10 minutes. Otherwise, it's game over for everybody.
Well, at least we tried for this
No.
creature.
Not yet,
Of
man.
course, that's my thoughts exactly. Now you're catching on. We must eradicate this reactor and those stuck in the curse of their imprisonment for the
What?
better of the people of Spellkin and, of course, Haerth.
But be careful
Wait, what?
saying the B-O-M-B word now.
Wait. I'm sorry. Are you
What?
saying you're only here to blow up this reactor and you don't care what happens to this Spellkin?
I mean, I care. I just,
Of course I care.
it's not like we're
but,
getting the creature out in 5 to 10 minutes.
we won't-
The Spellkins
exactly,
like
we
you
won't be
or
able
I,
to.
however, they're using this creature. If we don't take this creature out one way or another, it's gonna suffer for a long time.
What was that whole speech about? Spellkin is used as camaraderie, as family. You're just going to let a family member get blown up? And you're not even going to try to figure out how to get them out of here first?
Ain't that
You're
what
For
just
we're
the
gonna-
doing
betterment
right
of the
now?
rest of the family, I would.
You don't leave family behind.
Fish ain't family, but that's beside the point. All right?
It's Spellkin, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Family leaves.
What
They're
message are
behind
you
all
going to
the
send to the
time.
rest of your... What the hell did you call it? Entente? What the hell message are you going to send to the rest of your family?
Sacrifice.
Yeah, but for what?
Freedom.
But only
From the day
if you're
someone is
already on the
born.
outside, right?
For the greater good.
Greater good.
Listen here. From the day you were born, the second you are shown a spellkin, you're taken away. You're branded, or worse. This creature, they ain't human, but they're just the same. They're found, and if their magic properties are found the same way, then this is what happens to them.
Yeah, I
They're
understand
locked
all
away.
that. Hey,
Yeah.
I understand all that, and I understand that y'all are here to try to stop that, and y'all are here to bind the Spellkin together to kind of fight whatever the fuck is going on over here. I get
That's
that,
right.
but I just can't believe you're immediately going to, let's just blow this place up and, well, say goodbye to the Spellkin. Like, wouldn't it do more for your family to see you bring home a warrior?
Have
That
we
they
not been
thought they lost?
deliberating for the past 5-10 minutes now?
Well, but
I ain't saying we have to just yet, but it is an option.
but these two
It is an
are.
option.
And I point to Lorcan and Candle.
Right. That's
All I'm
understandable.
saying is, I want to help. Okay, I don't want to hurt this creature, but what are we gonna do?
We have to be pragmatic. The gods will be here soon. For now, we can think about this reasonably. Okay?
If I am ever caught, imprisoned, and utilized and exploited for my magic against those who are less than for the exploitation of any sort of god king, then I would hope that you all do the same to me.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. How much does this thing weigh, you think?
It's bigger than your average killer whale. What
I want to
is
say about maybe 20 to 30 clarets.
What did 30 claret?
22,000 pounds?
Jesus Christ.
There is 1,000 pounds.
Right.
Okay. And there's nothing in this room to imply how they got it in here. No free
well,
willy
Claret
like.
couldn't figure it out, but you might be able to give me an investigation or a perception check.
Oh no. Okay.
I don't think Claret has rolled higher than a 3 all night.
I also haven't.
Gotta
Other
have
than deck stuff,
gunblade hands.
my wisdom
It's
is
those
bad.
gunblade hands.
I've
Clarets
rolled
just happen to
4
be
every
here.
time.
Yeah, you're not doing great
fact.
Can't
either.
even carry a
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, this is just a sort of technological marvel to
Oof.
you. It's unbelievable. There's
Okay.
absolutely, it doesn't seem like there is any way to get in or out.
I don't see how they even got it in here, to be honest.
Most
Put
likely
around it, poor creature.
utilizing more spellkin for their means.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. So what, you want to just plant the bomb and go?
Easy. What did I say? Easy on the B-O-M-B word. All right?
Right. Whoop, whoop. So you want to just do that and go? Because the guards are going to be here soon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we might still have time. As you said, this is spellkin. We have to make sure we've done everything, exhausted everything.
Do I see anything in here? Maybe not a mechanic thing, but do I see anything that might allow me some leverage? Like if I were to try to carry it myself. I know that sounds crazy.
You want to try and carry the whale?
That's right.
Give me another investigation check.
Thank you. $13.
No. There's nothing
Okay.
in here that
All right.
suggests that you'd be able to very easily
All right.
leverage this thing, or it would give you some advantage.
It's a
Like,
small wheelbarrow.
yeah,
off to
I
the
mean,
side.
there
Yeah.
isn't even like one of those little
Dolly.
forklift dolly things,
Yeah.
let alone
Yeah.
Willy
something
hammocks.
like you'd need like a
Mhm.
full-on like mech or a pickup truck that you could throw
Okay.
Free Willy on the back
Or-
of.
A large form cat girl giant that has giant strength and can lift it up, maybe?
I don't think that in your
It's too
large
much.
form you could do 22,000 pounds.
I don't know, it doesn't say.
I mean,
But it does say I could do a strength check. I
yeah,
could
this
try.
thing is 32 feet in length.
But maybe it has some sort of magic and it wants to live. I don't know. I don't know what it
And,
can
yeah.
do.
10,000 kilograms. So
Yeah, okay.
I think that's a bit beyond what you can do. Maybe if you were a Goliath. Even a Goliath, no.
Yeah, no,
Or a
it's
Goliath,
just giant
specialized in mushroom.
shape and might. Giant might. Okay.
I'm gonna go up to Nyvara and I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, listen, this isn't real.
When I look at you fiercely, did you ever stop to consider that maybe we came from a book?
It'd be a pretty fucking horrible book if we did.
I put a hand very gently on your shoulder for just a moment and then nod. Let's just get this over with then, I guess. It's their world. They can do what they want with it.
Let's do this.
What's it gonna be?
I think that's your decision to make.
Shit.
Don't have much time, Claret.
I know.
I think you
That's
just
it.
got to think about what kind of leader you want to be.
That's very helpful now, recruit. I am thinking. We can't leave. Not without doing something. This creature here is suffering. Likely has been suffering. Longer than either you two been alive for. Whatever we do now today would be a mercy. Believe you me, I don't want to put this thing out of its misery. Not like this.
Well,
I
then
didn't
let's just fucking
know.
do it.
What?
Let's just fucking do it then.
Very well. Take out the device by loads. Crank the two crystals together so they begin to whir.
I put a hand back on the tank and I just whisper to it, or say, I guess, through the tank, it'll be over soon now.
Me an animal handling check.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, don't. Can I fail? I don't want it to talk to me. I'll cry. 12.
I'll cry either way.
Yeah. The
What was he gonna say?
the bomb arms with a little electricity sort of crackling this arcane
Like
energy.
stick it on.
Rather than it being like a modern day beeping or whatever, you can see this thing is armed. Did you arm it for 10 or 20 minutes before it explodes?
10, you get better rewards. 10, you get better rewards.
That depends on
Let's
whatever
go!
Manners armed it to before. Manners made
Yeah,
this.
I stick it on there, but like I created and implanted, but to arm it, I think that's what Claret's got to do.
Okay. Manners. 10 or 20 minutes. No way to know. What do you think that means?
How many times does his mouth pucker? I think that's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I believe that's monkey for 10.
Worst thing we've ever done.
The best thing that we've ever done is I believe that's monkey for 10.
The worst thing. I'm so glad this didn't happen in the real Spellwind. It undid that. It was just on this cheap knockoff edition.
Oh, God.
A great campaign. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes. Starts counting down on top of this.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
As soon as you've like turned it on, I'll tap the glass and start Zell kind of hopping and get ready to go. Let's go.
All right, you guys have got to escape now. So,
There's no
Yay.
stopping this train now.
10
what's the
minutes to do
escape
3 more
route?
puzzles. Yeah, what is
Um,
the escape?
Clara didn't have a map.
I'm assuming back the way we came with the wonderful control fire that we now know
Yes.
exists.
Yeah.
Which is a cantrip.
Unless there's like some other way we can leave, like grappling hook through that very big window there.
Give me an investigation check, someone.
Oh
But the
God.
window
I'll
isn't
do
that
it.
the tank?
Yeah, I point to the window and oh God, the music! And I say, is there any way we can get out the window?
There is. You may be able to climb up this grappling hook if you can aim it perfectly, get it through the window, and then escape.
What kind of check is that, GM?
Well, whoever throws the grappling hook needs to make me an acrobatics check, and
Me!
whoever,
Pretty good at it myself.
and then everyone's gonna need to make
So am
checks to
I.
climb.
Okay, if you want to do it, you can do it, but you can't
well,
miss.
I mean, you do have your own grappling hook, right?
yeah, but I don't have the rope. You do. And as much as I'd love to say I have rope, I don't.
You left the
We got
grappling
two.
hook in the second vat.
The robe
got
of useful
two.
items has a ladder, apparently.
We got two.
Back in the center vat.
Yeah, yeah, but how long's the ladder?
Exit whatever
I
it
think
is.
only
the high the
Candle
window.
knows he has that, right?
I mean, no, I do. No, he's got a rope that has special things because we intrinsically know what these items do when we look at them. But
I see.
I will say, well, don't you have your own grappling hook?
but I don't have the rope. You do.
Oh, no worries. And I reach into my robe of useful items and I pull out a 10-foot, a 50-foot, wait, where is it?
Hempen
Showed it
rope,
on-
50 feet coiled. Thank
Yeah,
you.
31 to
There you go.
44.
Every time he does this, he pulls it out like a man flashing from a trench coat. He starts
It's incredible.
reeling out this rope.
50 feet of rope,
Yeah.
uncoiled, fall in front of.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Perfect.
It's coiled.
Then I will hook it to the grappling hook and I will make an attempt. But I'll wait for
I'm gonna
Candle. You want to
also-
show me
I'm
how
gonna
it's
do
done?
It. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it as well.
Show me. I'm
Like,
watching.
Double up. Okay. That's a 24.
Nailed it. Yeah, this thing goes up.
Nailed it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Can I roll with advantage because I watched him do it first?
What are you trying to do?
Just the same thing he just did with the second grappling hook.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Unless you want to do it.
No, I just didn't realize you
Handle.
were throwing a second thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I guess we've only got 10 minutes. Acrobatics, you said, correct?
Yes.
14.
Good enough. Same thing. A second rope goes up and out the window, hooking and holding in place. You test it. It seems strong.
right.
Athletics checks to climb. D20s from the NPCs.
I look to my gun hands.
Yeah, the rope.
Fuck!
I'll come
I
in.
have
I'll come in last, otherwise I might sever the rope behind. You know, like.
Holy shit. I'll just,
Who would have ever imagined that having gun blades for hands would be detrimental in some sort of sneaking mission?
Some sort of rope.
Listen. I could have chosen a normal prosthetic, but I chose a means to an end. All right, 2 of them.
Okay, Dallas.
Let's see. Do I have anything else that can help?
I was just thinking that. Hold on, give me 1 second.
That's right. Manners can carry you.
That's right.
Manners.
Get out of the building,
course.
he's saying. Okay.
Manners. You're small heart. You can't do it more than once.
Oh, no. The,
Okay.
ti-
I
the
don't think I have
tiny
anything else.
ticker going down.
24.
24, you climb up this rope out the window and you are clear and free. Sliding down an exterior drain pipe. Reaction.
I don't think I've got anything in this robe otherwise.
Okay.
We all have to make this roll?
Yep.
All right.
I'm sorry, this is with advantage because of the rope and grappling hook?
Yes.
Or just normal?
I just did normal, but that's okay.
It's a 20 for me.
Yeah, easily climbs up, shuffles through the window.
Whoa!
20 for me somehow.
20.
It's manners.
Because you're being carried. Yeah.
Manners.
Carrying you.
A tiny monkey is just carrying this enormous guy up. But that's what he does.
Is Manners like
Lorcan,
Just like we
pulling
trained.
himself up
You do have
Manor's,
advantage,
like, pulling
man.
himself up with like one hand and like carrying Claret in the other hand.
Lorcan at first kind of struggles for a moment for some reason. Why do you think that is? A memory?
I was getting ready to cast grease. Hands was covered in butter.
Yeah, okay. And
They only
then
have butter fingers.
he takes one look back at the reactor, the bomb, and we see Lorcan shuffle up the rope out through the window and then slide down the
eye of the Lorca just sort of like presses against the glass
No,
one
stop.
more time and just looks at Lorcan. And I hear as there it is. As
That's Orcish for
Lorcan
fuck
then-
you.
Lorcan sort of
as you
looks at-
each leave and get clear, moving away from the reactor itself and moving back towards Evervale True, getting a nice enough bit of distance here on the cliffside, and looking back towards the reactor. After 10 minutes pass, the entire reactor goes up. A huge mushroom cloud lifts up and out of this reactor. There's a rumbling that rushes through the ground below you. You feel buffeted by a wind and then a heat. And launching out of the top.
Stop! Free Willy theme play!
On a wave of water.
Da-na,
Hold me.
da-na-na-na-na-na.
Out of the top of this thing, arcing upwards, a huge bunch of water propelled by heat and fire and flame. We see an enormous orca launched up and into the night sky.
Into space. So long and thanks for all the fish.
A giant orca looks down at each of you on the ground and winks before turning over in the air, going over the cliffside and landing into the ocean below.
Imagine if it missed the ocean and hit the rock.
This is the boys.
Flipping through the air, chipped off of the back of the orca, is a tear of geoloon that lands ding, in between Nyvara and Candle. Now,
Yoink.
what did the tear of geoloon do in Spellwind? I felt like Smith had it.
Well, yeah, Smith powered his armor with it.
He
had a
powered his
crystal
armor
that he
with it.
powered his armor with. It was pretty much the rocks, or like the crystals that would also then, the veins of it within Haerth are known to be the ley lines under the Hearth's crust.
It's like pure magic.
We blew up
Yeah,
a mountain
it's like
with 3 of them.
condensed magic and condensed Spellwind. You can load spells into them. You can use them as energy cells, and you could even use them for volatile magic like creating bombs.
All right. You get a tier of geoloon thanks to the fates, but also thanks to the Orphic, the orca. This thing has the effects of a bomb.
That can level mountains.
That can level mountains. It in italics.
We see Lorcan and we see Claret turn to one another, thoughts of returning to Galfish on their minds when
What's that?
Nyvara and Candle teleport back to the dark library.
Goodbye.
And that is the end of today's session. Thank you so much, guests, for being here. We got to get Cord out. Oh, he's already left.
Okay.
Cord's got some stuff to do. I did want to mention, just before you guys leave, I made some notes here. Right at the beginning of the session when Cord said Everwale by accident instead of saying Evervale when he was explaining something
Oh,
to do
really?
with Haerth. Yeah. If you go back and find that, I look at the camera.
Oh, that's really good.
I also wanted to just point out the fact that there was no combat in this and only puzzles, because during Spellwind, I did not take part in any puzzles.
And once again, Ty or Brad takes part in no puzzles.
I know, you once again just wanted to make sure that you only had puzzles today. And then I replaced on the overlay when chat, normally where it says puzzle, there's an encounter. And today it was a puzzle. There was a possible other puzzle that would have come up as well, that you could have activated. I made 6 puzzles for this episode, and that's why all of them were shit. It was so hard to do.
Gun blades for arms and not a single puzzle. I mean, not a single fight.
I know, yeah. You
I knew as soon as he had puzzles on the screen, and you were like, "I've got gun blades for him."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah, no, there was no combat at all. You got the HP up materia, the MP up materia, but I think you gave it to Lorcan. And the hard suit. So what the hard suit actually does for you is it gives you sort of resistance to like outer extreme conditions, like weather conditions and shit. Or, you know, if you end up in a world where there's like radioactive shit or something, I don't know, you will have the ability to survive extreme weather conditions, or like extreme, I don't know what, you know, you end up on Mars, it's cold. So that's what that does. Thank you, guests. Myre and Myth came in here for us. There's nothing on the overlay to go and follow them, so there will be links in the VODs and things, but please.
Quick question. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
but
okay.
Did we house rule if, like, before the credits roll, if someone were to donate the $25 needed to get us a permanent buff, that would apply?
You're just so desperate to make it happen right now.
Yep.
But yeah. It's until the credits roll. We hit these things. I think we did that with that thing. Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. You can still donate.
Well, wait, what was that? Just in case anybody didn't hear. What were you?
It's $25,
$25, and they get the
could also
exalted
go
status
on the
for
curse
next
side,
week.
but
Before the.
Or they could get another
roll.
Spellwind before next week when the Spellwind goes away. Not saying we won't ever return to Spellwind again. We might do. Who knows? But for now. Please check out Mythematic, the artist formerly known as Cord, who was the artist formerly known as Mythematic, and is now called Mythematic. So check out Myth. Myth also ran Spellwind for us here on Tablestory. You can search it in all of our playlists. It's available in audio form if you want it on Spotify and Apple and things like that.
Don't forget about Deadpool versus Wolverine. You were really good in that.
He was in Deadpool versus Wolverine. He's never seen it. He doesn't know what's going on. He is the original writer and creator of Final Fantasy VII.
I don't know how you got into that shape, dude. That was I mean, your abs were like fucking crazy, bro.
Just a filter, right?
And that's what this episode was based on. I hope I sort of vaguely did Evervale justice. I really wanted to mirror our first episode. If you go and watch the first episode of Spellwind, I think we did it in the first. It might have taken us 2 episodes. I'm not sure. The first arc of Spellwind was us going into a sort of reactor and finding something similar to this Orca. There's something in there that we had a moral conundrum of how do we deal with this and what do we do. We have the ability to put it towards, put it to the God King, kind of eco-terrorists. And I really wanted to emulate that, but also kind of tongue-in-cheek, because it was funny how many times you were like, and then this happens, and we were like, oh yeah, just like Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, just
cool,
like
guys?
Final Fantasy VII. Oh, that thing that you invented, that's from Final Fantasy 15.
The entire prison? That's from One Piece.
That was One Piece. And like just everything was from an anime or from Final Fantasy VII or something. So I really wanted to...
Oh, that's Avatar Last Airbender.
Yeah, we were just running the whole time. It's the worst feeling. I think it's happened to all of us GMing every single time.
All of us, multiple times.
So I just really wanted this to mirror Final Fantasy VII and also Free Willy. So,
I could not believe you did that, dude. It like as soon as you said it, I'm like, no. I hear the music.
The best movie ever.
I almost said before, but I didn't want to interrupt. I was like, everyone thinks I'm really smart about the whole Orca thing and the like how they're transferred. I'm literally just basing it off Free Willy. I only know how they transfer the Orca because of that movie.
You need a pickup truck and a hose pipe.
Yep, and a thing and and water on their skin, but otherwise they're good for about
Dorsal fin is bent.
2 hours.
Please follow Myre as well. He was one of the cast members in Spellwind, but also a streamer. Links to all of their channels below. And lest us not forget the accursed creature that also appeared here tonight. Just no one wanted him here. No one wants him ever. Wacksteven, the worst, most accursed creature I know. Yep. Please check out Wacksteven with shows on the channel. PB, another accursed creature. No, the monkey showed up. Manners, the monkey, scripted character.
Christ, it was so good.
Just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. He's played by Orcish. I was hoping he would like appear on the screen, but he's not going to. He's going to stay in monkey form the whole time.
Yep, and he's not going to say a word. He's going to just do the monkey character.
He's been so desperate to be on Non-Canon. He's been so desperate to be in Non-Canon. He sends me messages every day, and this is what happened. This is how we got him on. So yes, thank you again, everyone, for tipping. God damn, it's so hard for me not to say the word donate. Thank you so much for tipping, viewers. I hope that it was a fun experience for you. This is how we're earning money on Tablestory now. It's the only way we're making money. We cannot afford the upkeep, so that's why Non-Canon exists. I hope you've been enjoying it weekly. It's been very fun to run. And we'll do another episode. This is on Fridays. Do we have any other announcements?
Yeah, a big one.
All
Two
right.
big ones.
Bang them out, because Cord's got to get out of here.
Tidal Blades, November 13th, 4:30 Eastern.
Write it
That's
down.
right.
That it?
And
That's two of them.
main character on November 14th. That's right, 2 new shows in the same week. We're that insane.
Oh yeah, it's the double week. I forgot the double
Yeah.
week. Yes.
Yeah.
We've never done that before. Let's see if
Back
it's going
to
to work
back.
out really well or really badly
Really well
for us.
or awful.
2
Yeah.
We'll
new
find out.
shows. That is pretty much exclusively down to daylight savings being the worst week ever to try and
Yes,
launch a
yeah.
show. So we had
Yep.
to. They just ended up happening on the same week. Great communication here at Tablestory as always. And here come the credits. Now the credits, by the way, guests take absolutely forever to appear on the screen, so
Yep.
we're all stuck here
Yep.
for just a little bit longer. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
Myth.
Well, Myth can go.
Myth, you can go if you want. He's
Get
gone.
out of here. I love you. This was so fun. Thank you.
I'm really glad that
I
you
love
go.
you all.
Thank you so much for
Thank you,
playing.
Brad.
You
This is
too.
amazing. You're so good at it. Thank you. Thank you for running me into Spellwind. This is a great night.
Absolutely loved it. I was really looking forward. One of the things I really wanted to do when I first thought of like doing Non-Canon was doing a Spellwind reunion, and just in some way.
So good.
It was originally going to be how I opened the whole thing. I was considering just doing a Spellwind episode, but Myre said he didn't want to do it, so then I changed everything.
You're welcome.
No, he didn't really. He was originally meant to be out of the country, but he's back now.
I like
So
how
we
he
got him
covered
back.
you though and was like,
As
"You're
if I
welcome."
never-
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you again, players and guests, guesting, and Orcish for being an accursed monkey. We'll see you.
Orcish, do you have anything to say?
Right, perfect. Bye.